One.
Let's go!
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this glorious Feel-Good Friday, June 9th, 2023, this sports program starts now.
Feel good!
Friday is what we're trying to celebrate, and the boys sound fantastic. That's the Talks the Table at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys Tone Diggs is here as well, and all the boys in the back are looking fantastic on this glorious. We have more finals action this evening, Friday, June 9th. Last night, massive game down in Sunrise, Florida, as the Florida Panthers locked up their first ever Stanley Cup final victory. They had played in 6 Stanley Cup games.
Damn.
Over the course of their entire program's existence. Last night was their first time getting a dub. It came in overtime. They pulled the goalie with 2 minutes left, down 1. All of a sudden, Chuck, who got taken out of the game early, scores, ties it up. It goes into overtime, and the Panthers are able to secure a big-time dub. We thought they were maybe going to get swept by Stoner and the boys.
Yeah.
And the Vegas Golden Knights are a tough team, both mentally and physically, and obviously they have been absolute dogs on the ice, as have the Florida Panthers. But now we got a little bit of a series. Now we got a little bit of an extendo. Have the Florida Panthers been able to get the weight off of their shoulders, the weight of the world off of their back after getting a win for the first time in franchise history in the Stanley Cup final? We shall see this evening. The Nuggets and the Heat square off yet again down in beautiful Miami. The Nuggets are currently up 2-1. A lot of people thought maybe going into it that this could be a sweep because this Nuggets team just did that to the Lakers about a month and a half ago in the Western Conference Finals as they awaited the Eastern Conference Finals, in which the Miami Heat, who had to do 2 play-in games to even get into the playoffs, have emerged. Jimmy Butler is a dog.
Yeah. Beast.
Eric Spoelstra's got a big fucking brain.
Oh, yeah.
But here we go. Second time in a row. The Nuggets are favored on the road. And it felt like the first game down there in Miami, the Denver Nuggets had it figured out. That little slip up we had game 2 back at home in Denver whenever we let Jimmy Butler steal the fourth quarter from us and we give up a win at home in the NBA Finals. And we're a team that's never won the NBA Finals. What we did then, we'll never do again. That's what it felt like the last time these two teams played. The Nuggets were in complete dominating control from start to finish pretty much. What will tonight look like?
Ooh.
We'll talk to Richard Jefferson today.
Oh, Rich?
Here we go, huh?
Let's go.
This is the thing. We had Wendy on yesterday, basketball person.
That's right.
Yeah, big basketball.
Talking basketball. Now today we got Richard Jefferson, champion basketball player.
Perk
right.
earlier.
Oh, we had Big Perk as well.
Come on.
Now, what he said about Joker, I guess, did hit the internet running.
Yeah, that's a good point. He was racist.
Well, that's what people said in the past because there was a chance I'm happy he said it though.
Exactly.
Perk said, listen, I can admit when I'm wrong, carry on.
Carry on.
You know what I mean? And move forward. Richard Jefferson joined us today. Former All-Star, obviously New Jersey champion in Cleveland. Has also played in San Antonio.
Yeah, Denver,
I
Golden
believe.
State.
He's been around, and obviously he was very successful and played at a high level a long time, knows everybody. Can't wait to hear his thoughts on how you stop the Joker and Jamal if you're Spoelstra and Himmy at home tonight as the 8 seed takes on a 1 seed to find out who's going to be the champion of the association.
Yeah, going to be tough. This is like
What
the
good
opposite.
shit going on, boys.
Oh, yeah.
This is the opposite of what the Nuggets had last game. Because now the Heat have the whole low energy game 3. We need to, step up our energy. Jimmy Butler said it starts with me. So if you thought that the Nuggets came out, and had to prove something, now it's on the Heat side. Low energy. That's not good.
Classic coach shit talking his players after games. First, it was Malone after the loss at home where he said, just can't be talking about effort in the NBA Finals. And here we are, not happy about it. So he challenges his team, telling them they're a bunch of soft asses.
Yeah.
Well, you're tired, not going to give effort, everything? You guys too good for everything?
What?
And then now Spoelstra saying the same exact thing after the game. Could it not be fatigue, though? I think there's a chance sometimes some of these guys are tired.
Yeah.
Long fucking season.
Long.
Here we are at the NBA Finals. There's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it could be game 3 like the Nuggets because when your coach comes out the game before and it says it was an effort thing and you're the more talented team, when effort meets talent, diamonds, my friend.
That's right.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Well
But
said.
now
Come together.
Spoelstra comes out, says effort. Heat aren't as talented as the Nuggets, though. So if Nuggets match Heat effort here, who do you go with tonight?
So you're saying math is telling you?
I think
The equation.
I'm going to go with the Heat. Anytime his coach says effort, I go with that team the next game.
Oh, you're just saying, hey, a little bit of motivation from within the camp.
Yeah.
Our leader's telling us we're a bunch of sorry saps.
Can't have it.
Not good.
That's what you're thinking?
Especially in front of that raucous Miami.
Yeah, Khaled.
I'm not even going to talk about what the arena looks like at the beginning of the game. Because last time I pointed out how some things could potentially look on camera, I got clipped off.
Yeah,
you did.
I got clipped off.
Yes, you did.
I got clipped off talking about just a matter of fact, just a statement of fact.
Throwaway.
Just how we do it.
Not even thinking about it.
No, just a matter of fact.
Yes.
Hey, whenever there's cameras going one way and they showcase what's happening, they don't want that. Nobody wants that.
No.
That got clipped off because literally something else had just happened in the same exact sphere as the Miami Heat game that was taking place when McDaniel was giving a motivational speech and pumping up the crowd with the flaming white hot towel.
Flaming hot.
Flaming white
out.
White hot.
Yeah.
I think it says white hot.
White fire.
Is that the hottest? White is the
I
hottest?
believe so.
I think it is.
I thought blue.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought blue was the hottest.
Let me look.
The phrase is white hot, though.
Anyways, he was spinning that white hot towel, and they were like, here's coach motivating the arena or whatever. And there was no humans in any of the seats.
No.
And I was like, well, they're not showing that on the camera. Obviously, they're shooting real tight shots on McDaniel.
Right.
They're shooting it the other way, but it was a still shot going, look at McDaniel, how cool he looks. And the only thing we could see is that's an empty fucking arena.
Nobody.
Tonight, though, they'll be there. It's the
they'll be
NBA
packed.
Finals.
That's right.
They'll be there bright and early.
Put up or shut up.
It won't be a nobody in the arena for the first 10, 15 minutes of that game.
On a Friday night?
No.
Yeah, funny enough, it probably will be.
No.
Because that's Miami. Hey, it's not nothing against the Heat.
Hey, but when they get in there, they're fucking loud, dude.
Oh, yeah. They
DJ Khaled ain't got time. DJ Khaled's there right now, actually.
He should be.
All the photos I see of DJ Khaled whenever he goes to basketball games, feels like he has to be there like 4 to 5 hours before the game starts.
Yeah. Yep.
He's on the logo, putting up shots, making putts, walking around the arena completely empty, doing shoot-arounds with people, motivating players.
Of course.
Which he is a nonstop motivator. How could you not? He might be in that building right fucking now. And I think that is him motivating all of Miami. Hey, we're here early tonight. From tip-off to final whistle,
That's right.
we're here.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance if this Nugs team does what they did the other night, it's just like never a game.
Yeah, it's over.
You know what I mean? Like just 15-point spread throughout
Yep.
the entire thing. Like, oh, Miami's going on a little run. They made back-to-back baskets, and the Nuggets have missed one. +4 in the last 15 seconds.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, Joker just does his thing. It's like they become an unstoppable unit, which they actually have been. But this Miami Heat team's different. They are absolutely different. None of the series they were in, they were supposed to win. None of the series they were in,
Huge dogs.
where they were dogs in every
Huge.
single series. Every
By a
game,
lot.
Yeah.
every game they were getting points
Yeah.
basically throughout this entire thing, and they seemingly just beat people. So maybe the night in Miami, something special happens again for the Miami Heat.
Updated flame color. Blue is the hottest, followed by white, then yellow, orange, and red.
Oh, so the Nugs are like, you could be white hot. We're coming in this motherfucker
Yeah.
blue flame.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit hotter. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, probably. And I thought white hot came from like white people being outside in the sun being hot.
Certainly a white hot.
Yeah, because that's the most
More
common.
so a hot white.
I've never
The comma?
seen
It's always about where the comma is.
Yeah, that has gotten me in some shit, the whole comma thing.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end with looking ass.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
you can really get yourself into some comma issues. How about last night, though? Let's talk about this. This morning, I woke up, I turned on a show, fell asleep during a game last night.
Right.
Sorry about it. Have a baby.
Yeah.
Baby's good. Mom's kicking ass. Life is getting,
Yeah. You're getting to that point.
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody talks about the beginning phases, though.
Oh, we
it's
know
probably
why.
for good that nobody talks about it.
Oh, yeah. It's all about weathering the storm early on.
Yeah, because I think if everybody talked about it, like, in the moment live, like if somebody live streamed those first couple,
First 3 months.
I think birth rate would slow down.
Yeah, there's a great Andy.
You know what I mean?
Andy Samberg. He was on a late night television show talking about like how everyone says you before the baby comes, like when you guys were expecting, you're gonna love it, you're gonna be great, and then as soon as it comes out, everyone's like, "Welcome, motherfucker."
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real deal. I'm getting texts from people like, it'll get better. I'm like, motherfucker, like
long?
a month and a half ago, you said this is gonna be the greatest thing in your
Best
life.
thing ever.
And then all of a sudden I'm in it. I'm like, it is like it. Every time you look at the baby, it's awesome. But just the schedule, everything around it is like Hey, it's a whole new I love it. Love the entire thing. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
Certainly have enjoyed it and have grown through it all and everything like that. But we've gotten to a point where it's like, okay.
Got a routine.
Starting to figure it out a little bit. And she is so awesome. I think she's going to be a really sassy individual.
Love that.
And I am very pumped for that. I'm excited for a little personality.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for the PTA meetings.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You know
that'll
what
be
I mean?
fun. Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what our daughter thought was okay to say to person of authority.
Yeah.
Those teachers have no chance.
That's what I'm saying.
No
Parent
chance.
teacher conferences will be, I mean, that's something where you should go in before and be like, hey, teacher, is it okay if we film this? And we bring in a camera crew just to kind
For
of.
those that are new, me and I didn't get along with. I don't think there's a single teacher, maybe 3 throughout my entire run that I had a good relationship with. I mean, it was not a very good give and take between me asking a lot of, I think, good questions, and then not really like I'm not your puppet, too. Like it is.
Yeah.
That's a tough give and. Their lives had to be terrible. I couldn't even imagine how much they had to hate seeing my name on their fucking roster that I was coming into their class. But on the flip side, I didn't like them either. Feeling like my daughter probably gonna have similar things, and I'm gonna have to deal with everything that my parents had to deal with. And I've seen a lot of that as I'm looking at the baby. Like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to deal with everything that I feel like here. Anyways, sleep though a little bit earlier. You used to be able to stay up very late.
Right.
Now, if you get a chance to fall asleep, you fall asleep.
You take that
That's how it is. So I didn't see the entire Stanley Cup final game last night. I didn't get a chance to watch the epic final 2 minutes goalie pulled
Unreal.
tie ball game. Let's go to overtime. I didn't see any of that. So I watched a show this morning thinking that I didn't see it for 40 minutes. What are we doing? Let's talk. Let's talk about this Stanley Cup because last night was a fucking incredible game. I mean, I'm talking like the last game before this obviously was 7-2 blowout. And then you talk about what the Nuggets did to the Miami Heat in the last game where it was just like 15-point blowout the entire time. We're enjoying it because it's sports. It's finals. There's a lot on the line. People got to perform. We're watching great players. I get it. But the games themselves haven't been like, last night, fucking great game.
Yeah.
Wish I would have been able to stay up for it. This Kachuk guy seems to be an absolute fucking dog.
He is.
You scared of him over there in the Golden Knights fan base?
No, not really. I mean, last night it was an edge of your seat game. I mean, like, if you were watching that, it was kind of like, and I think Pac-Man texted the group, after Kachuk let a hit on somebody, and they were kind of doing what they do, or being a little pesty, trying to, get the Golden Knights to retaliate a little bit. And I told him, I said, hey, yeah, doing okay right now, 2-1. I'd be a lot more comfortable if it was 3-1. Will and behold, they pull Bob, a couple minutes later, and Kachuk scored almost instantly when they pulled the goalie. But, you mentioned it earlier. Part of me was thinking, yeah, sweep would be nice, but once Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA playoffs or the NBA Finals are done, like we're done. We're done for the next couple months. So I'm,
Let's stop being so spoiled.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I feel like we, as a sports fandom, have gotten a little bit spoiled.
Probably.
We watched a 7-2 Stanley Cup game.
Yeah.
Game kind of stunk last night. I mean, happy we watched it. It's a game. I don't want to do it.
Nuggets as well.
Yep. Dom, I don't want to do this.
No, not at all.
There was a time
Yeah, thank you.
When was this?
You're right.
in our existence
Yep.
Good point.
where there wasn't even sorry-ass baseball on.
No, what?
Okay?
Everywhere?
There was no sports at all. With no sports in sight. There was a time where we were at an absence, a drought of competition that we need not ever start looking at games as disappointments if they're being played.
I agree.
Now,
Kinda.
the way we're speaking right now, we're seemingly just tossing to the side baseball as a whole. Because there is going to be baseball
Right.
after the Stanley Cup final and after the NBA final.
Sure.
There will be Major League Baseball, which means we're probably going to see a little bit more of the jet passing. Okay, we're going to be talking about jet passing.
Hopefully more
off.
CC.
We're going to have, hopefully, more CCs. We need all the CC Sabathia
Yeah.
that the world could potentially get because he was fucking electrifying yesterday. But it's tough with 55 games left for every single team to care about anything that's going on in that 2-hour and 40-minute game for the casual fan. So we are staring down a sports drought. That means tonight's game is going to be awesome regardless of the score.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Jokic, does what he does, it is kind of a spectacle to watch. And like you mentioned before about Jokic, it's nice that he's on at 8:30 and he's not, buried at 10 o'clock or later on. But if a game stinks, it stinks. I think the reason that we kind of hold.
Yeah, but what I just said, I need us to remind ourselves while the game that stinks is on.
Yes.
I've had to do that a couple different times here over the last few evenings.
For sure.
It's like, this game it's a game though.
It is a game.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got to enjoy it because, like you said too, like even with like the casual fan, like if you weren't watching baseball beforehand, like chances of you watching a baseball game when all this stuff is over is like slim to none.
No, also obscure sports. For instance, tennis is coming into play right now.
True.
it's
We're
awesome.
watching Alcaraz right now take on Joker. Joker, obviously the unvaccinated tennis player who used to be the number one player on earth, I do believe.
Dog.
No longer the number one player on earth. Surprised to me while watching his thing, he had the number 3 next to his fucking name.
Whoa.
That is not normal. The other guy had 1 next to his name. This is the Paris French Open, Roland Garros.
Yep, played at Roland Garros.
Roland Garros. This is this tournament semifinals. It's a big one. This one's like a historic one.
Major,
and,
yeah.
And they're battling right now. And Joker, who was plus 175 going in, currently in the lead. This guy.
It was a great first 2 sets, and then there was an injury/cramp to Alcaraz, and now Joker's just running.
What was that drink that was being run on the court?
That's a good question.
From the stands.
When everyone was hiding it.
Yeah, and even not only is everybody hiding it, there's one person that ain't doing his fucking job. He was distracted on phone guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, cuz,
Hey, phone guy,
you're acting wrong.
sit sideways.
On the video, they tell him to sit up like this right here. And then he moves, and then a fake conversation happens. So it's like they got that ticket, 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 that for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, circle them up.
They got that whole thing set up. That's a full operation. And then you got a little concocting of a recipe as if it's Phil Mickelson on his coffee. That's literally what it looked like.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dumping a bunch of stuff, and then a guy did a little shake ski thing down it. And then they pass it. And then somebody who is seemingly you remember that kid that ran his face? Boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
yeah.
in the
Right
wall,
into
yeah.
the
ball
thing.
boys.
One of them seemingly grabbed the thing, ran at the Joker. Joker put it down. Then he was drinking. Here's the whole thing right here.
Phone guy, what?
And look, phone guy sitting back. He's listening to a voicemail. And then cuz with this sweet comb over there to the right of the mixer. Put it in the mixer. The mixer right there in the middle. This is a whole operation. Now, camera person right here, big zoom in lens. Big zoom in lens.
Yep.
Yeah, far guy says, excuse me, phone guy, what the fuck, huh?
Hey.
There's a camera, huh?
Lean forward.
Lean forward.
Oh, my God, you talk to the guy.
Yeah, we guys.
Oh, hug. Make a wall.
Good to see you.
Make a wall.
This guy. Yeah, just be cool about
There
it.
you go.
Okay.
Man, what is it? Maybe a booze cocktail? I mean, I'd like to believe that maybe Djokovic just wants.
Could you imagine if that is a
booze
cocktail?
Yeah,
cocktail.
Long Island iced tea halfway
That's
through
from
his
a
round.
couple months ago, and if we do not have the follow up, we do apologize. Okay, we would. If this has been answered on what this is, cool. If it hasn't, I'd like to think of it as another added thing to tennis that I fucking appreciate.
Yeah.
If they're mixing drinks in the stands to get it to somebody to get a little bit of an advantage, what a wild thing. That sport is so tough to do. If you play it and I never thought I would be a tennis player. Still am not a tennis player, but I've been asked to play tennis a couple times. I'm like, yeah, I'll go play tennis. It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot of running, a lot of training. You're doing that since you're a little tiny baby to get in there. And when you watch like documentaries about it, it feels like it's a tight community of
Very,
people that kind of know each other. So there's always going to be fuckery, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And that type of setup, there's always going to be fuckery in there. And tennis is a beautiful thing to watch. But this is the time of year when we start diving into this type of shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. We got to hold on to tennis. And to your point about like the community itself, like Breakpoint, the tennis full swing, basically they showed that a lot. And none of the people on there, aside from Alcaraz, have really kind of gone on, which has been tough. Like Kyrgios, Nick Kyrgios or something, he's like the heel of tennis, but he's fallen off. So now they kind of need a new bad guy. And granted, Joker slid into that spot when he wanted to get vaccinated, but also it would be nice.
So he's allowed to play tennis again.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes.
So he wasn't allowed to play tennis.
No, yeah, it wasn't. I think it was the Australian Open that they wouldn't let him in.
I think it was a
The
couple.
U.S. Open for
Oh,
sure.
multiple.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was a couple, right? Because Joker, didn't he create a medical company?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He also had a big COVID party, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
with Joker. Nikola Jokic was
Yes.
at that point.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember him just being like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not allowed to play. Okay. And then buys a medical company.
Yeah, he spent like $250 million or something.
That is the man who has like a lot of fuck you in him. And I think that's why, like, him being plus 175 this morning going into this was a surprise to me. It was on the TVs while we were getting ready, and I looked up and I seen Joker's name, and it wasn't until like, I don't know, maybe 3 sets in that I didn't even realize he had a 3 next to his name.
Yeah.
I'm like, when did he drop off the top of the mountain? This guy's supposed to be the next one, I guess, this Alcaraz
20.
guy.
Yeah, he's 20 years old, stud.
I'm thinking Joker, the guy that spent $250 million on a medical company after he was told to do something. He said, no, I'll literally create my own. And then a guy that throws a party afterwards to basically tell everybody to go fuck themselves. I don't think he's just going to go quietly into the night as being, as being the number one guy in the world. I'd assume there's a little bit more to this particular game in Joker's mind, and I can't wait to see how it pans out. Middle of the day action, too. I love that.
That's sweet. In the morning?
Like World Cup, Olympics, when that shit's happening during the day, I love it, especially now with the baby situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Golf, like next week being the U.S. Open, like it'll be sweet. Like a week from now, we'll be watching the U.S. Open and other major.
Are we in like tennis season right now?
Yeah.
This is tennis season,
Because we had
right?
the Australian, and then it's the French, and then Wimbledon, and then the U.S.
We'll take some phone calls on the 5 Energy phone line, 1-833-432-3663. There's some sweet things coming out of the NFL. Most specifically, edited videos from draft nights from teams. Now, this has become kind of par for the course. There was another fancy word to say that, modus operandi. Modus operandi almost for these social teams is to record inside war rooms while decisions are being made, and then somebody has to edit out and blur out everything that is surrounding the person that is talking in the video, okay? That's a lot of tedious bullshit that has to happen to blur out all those things, but it's almost become, this is a video that our people definitely want to see. Brand new GM in Arizona, Monty Austinford. Brand new GM working his first massive fucking deal.
Huge.
A trade on draft night for the number 3 overall pick was all captured on camera and released by the Arizona Cardinals. Here it is. This is awesome. And I think Chris Ballard was in this thing to the very end. And Nick Caserio might have thought he was out of this thing from the Houston Texans before the draft started. Go ahead.
How much time? 6 minutes.
So much going on.
So much stress.
Okay, and then just...
Owner, coach. Pew, pew.
Okay, I got it. All right.
That tips your way. Hey, if we get this, we win.
Okay, here's what it'd be. It'd be
Says
12.
my-
Steals the show.
He's the driving crooner.
Yeah, kind of.
People are making a lot of Michael Scott stuff about old. I think Gannon. I think he's gonna be a treat. Oh, yeah,
I think so.
I think he is going to be a treat.
Might be a football savant, too.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there is a chance. They might have great success, which we all hope for. And if he does that, can't wait to hear this guy speak often, regular. We start going around the NFL, though. There's a lot of kind of entertaining head coaches right now behind microphones. I mean, we never even talk about this guy. Andy Reid is electrifying.
He's the best.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about the food at the White House.
Yeah.
He kind of broke down an entire promo. Man, whoever did all those slices, really good.
The watermelon.
I cut a full promo on, and then McDaniel, obviously, the way he answers things is absolutely absurd. But Gannon, I think, is going to be a treat for all of us. But that type of content is a fucking weapon. Watching that deal actually take place, and while we're sitting here on our draft spectacular, thinking to ourselves, like, let's fucking go.
Make the pick.
Dude.
Jesus.
They're like 6 minutes to go. And, all right, let's go in a completely other city, another building, and let them know they're potentially back in. And the reason why, when I threw to the video there, I said that I think Nick Caserio thought maybe he wasn't in it anymore going into draft night. That's why he had to call Nick almost. Because he said maybe the phones will get going. It seems like nobody called.
Correct.
And it might have been because Nick texts him, hey, here's our best offer right here. And he responds, that ain't enough. So maybe Nick goes, well, then I guess we're somebody else has to be offering something good. So then whenever it starts to happen, he's like, let's call Nick and see what he's thinking. And then, Chris, you guys are out? And he goes, not necessarily. So I wonder if he was also told that isn't going to be enough. So I wonder if Monty was like, everybody's thinking number 3's up for sale, but nobody has made us a real offer yet. And then whenever it gets there, it's like, let's fucking start working. Good for them getting a deal done. That seemingly, now the 24-1 moved to a 2, it sounds like. Is what I don't know if you heard the kind of counter, the counter that came, and then 96 needs to move from a 1 and 5 needs to move to a 96. So they're going straight off that book that has the point system.
Right.
So like this pick is worth this amount of points. So if you trade 2 of these picks, it might meet up for 1 of these picks. So if you can't get these 2, well, we can have a little higher one or a little lower one, and then those 2 will mix into the amount of points that we need to make it fair. That's a wild way to just judge that, just as if those points matter, because I guess they can seemingly do.
Can say they do.
I mean, these points are like all they're caring about, pretty much, it sounds like.
And now they have their first next year, and they have the Texans first next year, and a lot of people are projecting those might be the first 2 picks next year.
Oh, he did get the first.
Yeah.
So then I would assume it had to be something in the middle there that they didn't want to give up.
Right.
Which is even crazy from the other side. So Caserio,
Yeah, so how did that,
6 minutes, though, that has to all happen.
Well, what, because
so Caserio has his person right on their dry erase board. Getting, losing, point system, and that whole conversation we're watching over here with old cousin Cuz is happening on the other side as well. And we got 3 minutes to basically make this happen here.
And when Stroud got picked, I assume all those teams that might have thought that he'd be there at 3 were like, all right, fuck it, never mind.
Here's the NFL draft. Well, that's Vision Pro. That's going to cost you $3,500.
It's going to be sweet.
Here's the NFL draft trade value chart, which is used by the NFL general managers and coaches when making trades on draft day. If a team wants to move up from number 3 to number 1, it'll cost them 800 points. That means it'll have to trade its 2nd and 3rd round picks, 550 plus 255. That equals 805. Guess what you did? You hit 800 points to make the move. And then they have the points kind of ruled out here. Round 1, pick 1, 3,000. Round 1, pick 2, 2,600 points. All the way through round 2, round 3, round 4. And round 7, Dahn, pick 193, 14 points. So I'll tell you what, that's going to have to be coupled with a couple other things to see if you can get any of those big numbers. This is wild, though, that this is just how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we view it.
And everyone abides by it.
Seemingly.
Pretty much.
For the most part. This is awesome. Like, this video is incredible and everything, but does it surprise you? And I know, like, at this point, it's, hey, everyone wants, like, the inside access. Does it surprise you that they actually do release this kind of stuff?
It's a lot.
It really is, because like this is like negotiating tactics, and granted, it's a 2-minute video, so there's not a whole bunch there. But like, I was kind of shocked when I saw this. I was like, "Holy shit! I cannot believe that they're releasing this to like the general public."
You think that there's potential information that can be gathered in there from other general managers? Let me see the way they operate here.
Body language, that kind of stuff.
I'll get back into you. I'll call you back. I'll do that. I assume if it's so uniform. Now it's his first year.
True.
You know, so who knows if this is how he's going to be for the rest of his general managership, or if this is just how he is now. He seemed to be pretty. It seemed like there were some tense moments there.
Yeah, for sure.
Seemed like there were some tense moments there, but he seemed to get through it.
Yeah.
In the moment, got to have the ability to perform. Making a deal is tough to do over a long period of time, let alone over a 3-minute period of time. Now deadlines bring
deadline spur action.
There it is, and also people who give stuff up compromises. right? That's when somebody gives something up. Yeah, so deadlines also bring those as well, where people will be like steadfast on it, and then it's like, is this really going to be what holds up the deal? And those are normally the thing that you need to get out of the way, which takes place over a long period of time. So in the moment, 3 minutes, being able to negotiate it, get a deal done. Seemingly his fans are happy. Yeah. If his fans are happy, who gives a fuck? I guess that's really the only way you judge if you won or lost a trade in this exact time of life.
And 3 picks later, they traded up with the Lions, so they moved from 12 to 6. So they were really working that night for that first hour.
You should have seen Gannon's mind when he traded back up.
Whoa. He almost threw up.
Wait, what?
Whoa, we're moving.
Whoa. How we just went down, though.
We're going back in, dude. Wow, dude, we're like splunkers, dude.
You can do that?
We're in, we're out, we're back in. Man.
That's nuts.
Monty's explosive.
Dude, this guy's awesome.
Yeah. Hit him the whole year.
Wow. If we get just some shades of Sirianni from him.
Which...
We're kind of already
hopefully.
Yeah. Imagine Sirianni in that room his first year. I wish we had that.
Oh, I know.
The only difference
we haven't even talked about fucking Sirianni at all this entire offseason. We're talking about the moves, obviously, the teams are making, who's going where. Jalen Hurts negotiates a massive deal. Congrats to him, his team, and Howie for getting the deal done. And the Eagles are keeping people around. Looks like they're going to want to go on a run. Jason Kelsey, seemingly no end in sight, even though maybe it was like a year ago. He's refreshed, has one of the greatest podcasts on earth right now, living his best life. We're in the Super Bowl. We're only going to get better. Nobody's even talked about fucking Paisano Sirianni. What has he been up to, dude? You think when they lost the Super Bowl, his heart was broken?
Oh my God.
What do you think Sirianni's coming back with this year? I can't wait.
He might have just woken up, honestly. He may have hibernated from the day after the Super Bowl, like until now, because I think he said something about how, like his Jalen Hurts is unbelievable. I don't know what it was.
The most coachable player he's
ever coached. There it is. But do you think anyone has ever gone from like punchline to like he's the guy quicker than Sirianni has? I don't know if there's ever been a coach in any league who has gone from unanimously people being like, this guy's a dipshit. Have you heard him talk? To like, oh my God, this guy's a genius.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
this guy's football figured out.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a brilliant man, and his team loves him.
Yeah.
Like that is, as they talk about leader of men, you don't need an ex those guys, you need a leader of men. It's like a leader of men is just like being able to get everybody to buy in. But if you can get everybody to buy in on one mission, which is going to be tough, especially whenever there's a lot of opinions, egos, pride, and intelligence in the room that you're trying to get to buy into something. But if you can get them to also like you as well, while also getting them to buy in, like that's not an easy task, an easy feat, especially with professional athletes in Philadelphia, where there's a lot of shrapnel from outside and a lot of easy ways to potentially get a couple people in the building to be like, yeah, they're right. Fuck, this team does. Like, however, you could potentially get a little bit negative. What a fucking great job he's done over there. And then Howie obviously has tooled that team very, very well. What if we're in an Eagles era and we don't even know it?
Definitely are.
You know what I mean? What if we're in an Eagles era and we don't even know it yet until a few years down the road here?
In the NFC, it feels like there's no one that's even close to him. Like
you got the Niners with 10 quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's my point. Like the Eagles have, and granted the Niners, they have great weapons too, but they don't. Is Debo and AJ probably the same? But then Devontae Smith and Ayuk, and then now they have DeAndre Swift. Like the Eagles are absurd, and they're very similar. But is it going to be those two for the next 5 years, or is their quarterback situation too much of a shit show?
Unless Jordan Love,
exactly.
Jordan Love might be a guy.
That's exactly
Cowboys.
Right.
Speaking of being a guy, this guy was a guy for a long time in the NBA, an all-star, a champion. Then he joins ESPN and becomes an absolute legend on a microphone. Not only stirring some shit a little bit, but also giving us great insight because he's played with basically every human that has ever played basketball at a very high level. Ladies and gentlemen, NBA stud, Richard Jefferson.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Same. Oh, you look. Oh, we're matching, man. Man, you look great.
No, you look great, man. Look how good you look, dude.
Honestly, if I would have known we were wearing the same thing today, my bad. I would have changed the color.
No, this was on purpose, right? We should dress the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
same team.
Welcome
same
to
team.
the family.
Yeah.
Same team.
Hey,
Let's go. How you guys doing?
Hey, great. We're very lucky that you're here. Thankful that you're here. You crush it on TV. Love that you stir shit too. You know what I mean? Like it. Like it a lot. Like it a lot.
Yeah, look, when they asked me to come on the show, and I was like, damn, it's about time they called me, right? We need a little bit more. We need a little bit more, shit starting. That's what we need. We need a little bit more, let's turn up the dial a little bit. Everything can't be comfortable.
Well, Richard, listen. we don't mind being comfortable over here. I mean, I go from like 265 pounds down to like 215. Then I get a little bit too comfortable. Then I'm 270. I go down. So I'm okay with being comfortable, but I do appreciate the fact that you don't seemingly just get dropped out of a mold. You know what I mean? You're your own person. You give your own thoughts. You played in the league a long time with a lot of different players. Obviously LeBron, but Tim Duncan, I believe. You also played Dwayne Wade. You kind of come from a background of knowing everything about everything. So let's talk about it. You've been on great teams.
Let's go.
You've been on a lot of teams and is what Denver built, is that like an anomaly of a type of situation in the NBA? Because it feels like they have this incredibly humble kind of culture that is just like, we don't give a fuck about anything. We only want to play ball. Is that normal? And are we going to see more of these types of teams, you think, Richard?
No, you won't. It's like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was I want to play basketball and go home. Nikola Jokic is the same way. Like, he wants to go home. He doesn't want to do any media. I've never seen him on a commercial. He's the 2-time MVP. This man's an absolute legend. But ultimately, this team, and look, Jokic is making our job hard because we're supposed to go in today on NBA Today and break down how to slow down Jokic. And it's like, well, nobody knows that. If anybody somebody help us, because the best athletes in the world, the tallest, the strongest, the whatever, they can't seem to slow him down. Either he's going to score 40 or he's going to have 18, 15, and 16 and beat you with a triple-double. So their team is just monstrous. And look, man, the future's bright in Denver.
So why do you think at his size, 6'11", 2... What is it?
690,
280.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 6'7". 6'7".
Huge. You guys in the NBA are fucking huge human beings, okay? Like, and naturally the body at that size, joints, other stuff, let alone if you're 280 pounds, in basketball is just running gassers pretty much up and down on wood. We're talking about turf versus grass.
Yeah.
They're running on wood. So like normally you see big dudes, like the bigger guys in the NBA, obviously everybody's big, like slow down and like lumber a little bit. Joker, somehow, he's still like a point guard, shiftiness. His body seems to be like incredibly healthy. Is that I don't understand.
It's not normal.
Yeah,
it's not normal. It's not normal. That's why he is. When you look at any great player, it's not normal to be Magic Johnson. It's not normal to be able to do what Steph does. It's not normal to be 6'7", 6'11", 7 foot like Kevin Durant. Great players in our league typically are physical anomalies, and then they have ridiculous amount of skills combined with that physical anomaly. Like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's shoulders were out to here, and then he was 17 years old. So like Jokic is a physical specimen. What he can do, his skill level, we don't know how to stop it. And when I say we, there hasn't been a defense out there created. If you give him a quality team, there is no answer for him. The Miami Heat are going to keep fighting, and I think they have a chance. But Jokic, there is no actual stopping him because he can beat you with 15 assists. He's going to get his rebounds. And then if he scores, that's just him on a given night.
Hey, figure it out for NBA Live there, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be giving us any wrong information, right?
Yeah,
No.
exactly
We don't want
right.
any misinformation. I want to know how to stop them today on NBA Live. Okay, please.
Well, you can call it NBA Today. That's fine. NBA Live. It's NFL Live. I'm on NBA Today. Listen, we're gonna get you all sorted out. Pat, listen, we're gonna get you onboarded. We're gonna get you all sorted out.
So we're thinking
live
no rush.
today.
But
Yeah.
Live
Live
NFL
today.
Live.
The NBA Live today.
NBA
Live
okay.
NBA today.
Right.
It's today.
It's live.
It's today.
It's live.
It's NBA.
They're telling us how to stop Joker.
Yes.
Today.
Today.
Live.
Today.
Live.
Live.
Yeah.
What a
What's going
show.
on?
So good.
Yes.
Boom!
Hey, look at that. What a
Boom.
beautiful. Look at that. The graphics are set up.
Hell yeah.
It is beautiful. That's where I'll be. Malika's in Miami. They let her travel. We've been I think I'm grounded from going to Miami. They thought I was going to wear too many button downs on my shirt. I was going to be too open. I was going to have too much sexy going on.
Oh.
So they're like, Richard, you got to stay at home. It'll be a distraction for all the people in Miami. So I'm in LA hosting. Malika's carrying the show out in Miami.
For the good of the NBA, they're saying.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For
they
the good of the
don't want me to be a
Miami.
distraction.
Yeah, for the good of the show, live and NBA today.
Yeah.
Let's just not showcase what you got going right now. We already got enough eyeballs. It's the NBA Finals. When it's a downtime, then we go ahead and let that thing hang.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We'll let it out.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. Now let's talk about you having to tell people how to stop a guy who's unstoppable on NBA Today. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler and the team over in Miami, because I feel like what's said about Jimmy Butler is, like this dude's competitive drive and like his spite shit that he's able to build. And that we've obviously heard him walking in the locker room talking about keeping Tobias Harris over him and everything like that. He does do that. I just assume that is there a lot of those types of guys in the NBA, or is there levels to that type of shit? Because obviously we all saw The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. It's like, okay, that guy, the Utah coach, comes in and says, hey, Michael, welcome to the city. I would like to buy your dinner tonight. And Michael Jordan goes, that's all I fucking needed from that.
Son of a bitch.
You know what I mean? He turned that into like his full motivation for that entire run, and the greats have the ability to do that. Is there only a few of those guys, and is Jimmy one of them? And why is Jimmy? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jimmy. No, I was going to say Jimmy is one of those guys. To your point, he has a thing where he can, like, remember in Last Dance where Michael Jordan was swinging the bat, and he's like, "Look, it takes a real man to talk trash when you're down 5 or 6." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk. Don't talk trash to me when you're up by 8. Don't talk trash to me when it's even. Look at young RJ. I almost had a hairline back then.
Yeah. You can have one now too. You need it. There's surgeries now.
Oh, there's surgery. I'm not going to Turkey. It was just too much, man. But no, but this is Jimmy Butler. No, Jimmy Butler is just a special type of like competitor, right? Like he's an all-star during the season, but he turns into a next level when he gets to the postseason just because he's that level of competitiveness. But no, there's not a lot of guys like that. Like a lot of people have fire, a lot of people have intensity, but there's certain guys that can go to another level. But this is what I will say about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has been playing like an unstoppable force in this postseason. Jokic is an unstoppable force. Those are two different things.
Oh, see? You felt good when you thought of that. You felt,
Oh, I know. That was going to hit.
Yeah.
That was going to hit. You know one hit.
Yeah.
You know one hit.
What do you think of it? Yeah, let's lock that one in.
Nice.
Lock that one in.
When there's time.
We don't use that one. That might get used again later on NBA Today.
Live.
Today.
Live. Yeah, absolutely.
Live.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, today. Live.
Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Richard, on that Cavs team.
Hey, Connor, how about them C's, bro?
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, man. This is awesome. I really appreciate that.
How about them C's, bro?
It's good. It's good. How about those New Jersey Nets that almost won a championship? That was fun.
You know, I made up for it in Cleveland.
Speaking of Cleveland and the Celtics sucking, you're a real prick for saying that, by the way. You mother. Anyways, speaking of the Celtics and Cleveland, I believe it was Iman Shumpert. He told a story about LeBron calling the same play for an entire quarter against the Celtics in that playoff run in 2016. Does he know everybody's play, like LeBron? Does he know everything? And then also, when you guys are down 3-1, was there any point where he just looked around and said, like, don't worry, guys, just pass me the fucking ball and I'll get this done for us?
Well, look, given what LeBron has done to your Celtics for so many years, that's very nice of you.
Just move the fuck on.
Hear me out. Look. And look, you're right? You're talking about my old New Jersey Nets. And yes, did we beat the Celtics twice in the postseason and sweep them one time?
Richard.
One time to go to the NBA Finals. Look, the fact that we sent Boston home twice in the
Antoine Walker was on that team.
So I'm going to answer your question. Yes, he does know every player, every team's play. But what I will say this, he's not the only one. Jason Kidd is like that. Rondo is like that. There's a lot of guys that know every play about the other team because to be a defensive specialist, you got to know. If you're trying to win, Kobe Bryant was the same way. There's Tim Duncan. There's certain guys that just go to that next level of basketball IQ and they want to know the plays. They want to know the other team's plays so they can anticipate it. So yes, he does know all the plays for the other teams. That shit surprised me when I was playing with him because he was just like, wait, no. He was telling other players on the team when they were coming out of the timeout where he's like, oh, no, you're supposed to be over there. And like the guys were looking at him weird and it's just like, bro, spend that time, put that time in the lab.
Yeah, he is seemingly another unstoppable force. He's like 55 years old.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I've been watching him since I was in high school. You know, and I'm an old fuck. I can't get out of bed some days. And this guy is playing in the NBA still just absolutely dominating it. It's unbelievable what he has accomplished. We had Wendy on yesterday who was, Wendy, like, right?
Spokesperson.
Right
Covers
there the
everything.
whole time.
Covers them.
Wendy was his guy.
Yep.
He's like, I think 2 more years he has left. 2 more years he has left is what he thinks. Why do you think he's been able to play this long at this high of a level? And do you think a 2-year projection is accurate in your eyes?
Well, given where he's at right now, if he was okay with, let's say, like a steady decline like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan went 20-10, and then eventually he was like a 13-point a game and just kind of like grad. If he was okay with that, he could probably go Tom Brady and play till he's 45 if he wanted to. Would he average 15, 8, and 8? Yes. Is LeBron going to want to go out doing that? I don't know. Is he is he a player that can lead you to a championship? Yes, I think he probably has 2, maybe 3 more years, depending on the amount of talent around him. Most NBA players, great ones, whether it was Shaq. Shaq needed a high-level wing scorer, so he had Penny Hardaway, he had Dwayne Wade, he had Kobe. Like, LeBron needs shooting around him. Jokic needs shooting around him. I don't know who keeps calling me. I don't know why they're doing that. Brian, he's probably mad. You know, it's probably ESPN about my bro tank right here. But this is what I'm saying.
Could you imagine if they got mad at you for coming on this show? Oh my God, that would be so awesome. I would hate it for you. For us,
you would hate it for me. But you would love it.
It's like a movie. That's like out of a movie. Like that's you know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point in time. You know this. Once you come over, you're gonna get a lot of phone calls. It's like, I don't think you can do that. Just like I got a lot of those phone calls. So I'm happy to be a part of the circus.
Okay, awesome. We're lucky to have you. Look good in the tank, by the way. Not bad, huh, Summer?
Feel good. I feel good. Friday, man. It's California.
Oh, you're in Cali. Okay. Well, you're in LA.
Yeah, Hermosa Beach to be specific.
Oh, great area. Good volleyball, beach volleyball.
Oh, yeah. Great volleyball. A lot of volleyball out here. Whenever you're ready to come out the 6-man, have one of your cronies Google it. It's legendary. You'd love it.
Yeah. We're night cronies.
No, I'm not talking about these cronies. I'm talking about the interns that you guys are probably paying like $8 an hour to. Have one of them Google.
Funny. That's actually said. We only have one of them.
And he sucks.
And this kid, he just got a fresh new haircut.
He did.
You know what I mean? I don't know if he's going to do that. Hermosa's great time, though. Whenever you guys have smog every day over there? We just had it over here for like the first time.
Yeah, well, our fires haven't started. I think you guys are starting to get the fires down from Canada. They were going to New York. So our fires start a little bit later. So that's when the smog really comes in.
That's crazy. That's just like an every year thing. I see we put out a video about it, like, hey, this is happening. And the amount of people in LA that just came in the comments are like, that's fucking Tuesday in the summer or something like that. Like literally just telling us like, this is just another day. That's wild that you guys just happens. Like
it happens all the time. Those Santa Ana winds start blowing in, it gets hot and dusty real quick.
Us learning about the AQI is an entire thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a brand new world for all of us.
Yeah.
I feel very, very smart all of a sudden. Tone Diggs has a question for you, RJ.
Yeah, RJ, kind of based off of that LeBron in a couple more years, and also a guy you know very well, Jason Kidd in the Mavericks, and they talked about how Kyrie was trying to recruit LeBron there. Do you think LeBron would want to go there or work there? And then also, can you imagine Jason Kidd right now watching the 8 seed Miami Heat, who did not sit out players to end the season, watch and think like, hey, maybe my Dallas Maverick teams could have went on a little run if we didn't have to sit Luke out here at the end of the season?
Well, if we think about it, that 8th seed that you're talking about in Miami is down 2-1 to Denver, the team that they most likely would have played. So I don't know if the Mavericks would have done a better job against Denver Nuggets and Jokic. They wouldn't have done a better job. Look, at the end of the day, when you look at it's a tough spot. Should they have set guys? Probably not. But their team, they were struggling. They needed to get their draft pick. If not, they lose their draft pick. So if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan and they're like, oh, fans bought tickets, which I understand, but would you give up that to have a potential better team for the next 3-4 years? So, you understand it. Was it egregious? Damn right it was. Right? Was it in the face? Yeah, that was a little bad. But ultimately, you got to make the best decisions. And look, San Antonio traded DeJounte Murray. They got rid of all their guys, and they tanked this year. And what did they get? Victor Wembanyama. Get used to that name.
Okay, so Ty actually has a question for you.
Yeah, RJ, going off that, you mentioned, guys in the NBA, the superstars are like the physical anomalies who also have the complete skill set. So you're saying buy the hype with him 100%? Because, Woj, I think the night of the lottery said, hey, this guy might be the best prospect in the history of team sports. But we also look at guys like Chet Holmgren and some of these other guys who are, 7'1", 7'2". They weigh 165 pounds. They break a bone in their foot and they can never play again. Is it different with him? Is he going to be a guy who kind of outlasts all that and is like the next face of the NBA?
Well, you typically, when you do this stuff, you're basing it purely off potential. And when you're saying prospect, you're like, what's his max potential? Injury, you can't help. The NBA, NFL, every sport is littered with the what ifs, the guys that if they would have stayed injury free. And typically, tall guys do have more issues with that. He's just a guy that we've never seen before. At 7'4", can shoot the ball, can defend, has all the skills, mobile. Does he need to gain weight? Yes. Is he 19 years old? Pat was probably 118 pounds at 19 years old. So it's like, what you got? Are you okay? I just think guys need to be able.
I was trying to actually figure out what I was at 19. I forget. I think it's like. I've always had a fat ass, Richard. I've always had very large legs.
Barwis as well.
Yeah. But you're right, though. We have seen incredible transformations in our world, though, from like an 18-year-old when he gets into college and he gets into a college strength and conditioning program. And then whenever he's 21, he's like actually added 65 pounds of muscle. Like that is an absurd thing that happens at that age. We assume that he'll be able to do that. But then there's like Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, like whenever he came in, now obviously he was 20-something because he came out of Texas, right?
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. He was like 19, 20.
So when he came out, everybody's like, he's going to have to get big. Has he gotten bigger or is he basically...
He's gotten stronger. He didn't get bigger. He got stronger. And then he starts to understand the game and like how, if you bump him, I'll get my shot off here. This is where I go. No one can stop him. So he has gotten stronger. He hasn't necessarily gotten bigger. Giannis, if you go look at Giannis's body type and where he came into what he turned into, there's a lot. Look, when I got drafted, I was 220. When I left, I was 240. When I showed up in college, I was 200 pounds. So I left the NBA 40 pounds heavier than when I showed up to college.
Yeah. Damn. A lot of growth there. You know what I mean?
A lot of growth. A lot of girth.
Big time.
I don't know how you guys do your schedule, though, dude. Honestly, it seems too grueling. Like, you guys are living like rock stars on planes and then sleeping in hotels. And then you got to perform with, like, you get an hour shoot around. You played last night. You had to travel. Let's go. Let's not pull anything here. The thought about player safety in like the NFL with the tracking devices and everything like that and how much sleep you get and how everything's monitored. Your guys' life is fucking absurd. I don't know how
it is.
I don't know how you accomplish it, to be honest with you. I don't.
Well, let me just say this. You guys are very different. Like your sport, kudos to you guys. Yeah, especially you picked the best position in your sport.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying that it is a barbaric, like Neanderthal sport. I could never handle it. I couldn't even be a kicker. I couldn't do anything. Basketball is fun though, just because it's like, look, man, it's the challenge. Where I don't like when they talk about player safety and this stuff. It's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Chamberlain, they were taking commercial flights. They were taking 6 a.m. flights. They didn't have these they didn't have all of these things. Bill Russell. And now it's like, oh, well, the 82 games seems a lot. It was a lot back in 1985. It was a lot in 96 when Michael Jordan was doing it. Who the hell are we to say that these entitled guys that are getting paid quadruple more than what those guys did, that have 9 trainers, 6 massage therapists, have a dietitian, have all of these things? We're like, maybe we should lower the game. How about we just give an NBA trophy to every team this year for showing it?
It's amazing because, like, when I got into the league, 2009, there was still, like, pizza day before game, ice cream, beer. There was still all that shit.
Yeah, chili dog, beers after the game. That's how you get 6. Cliff Robertson, God rest his soul, no one ever touched his 6-pack. You'd have to ask him for one.
Yeah, legit.
Or before he'd be like, hey, anybody want some? I'm buying now. I don't want nobody trying to take my 6. Does anybody want some right now? So if you didn't put it in there, you knew the rules.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a completely different world because now it's like 24 hours before a game. This is what you're eating. Okay, this is how you're eating it. You're going to have this shake right here. And you guys can maybe have a little bit of this, all right? Back in the day, it was like, hey, old buddy's going to try to eat 11 pieces of pizza today. You know, like,
it's going to be sweet.
It's just so different. Yeah. And then now the bodies, I guess, are performing at much higher rates. The speed is everything. The games in sports have all gotten better, but you guys live like rock stars on tour pretty much. Not a lot of sleep. You perform at an incredible level. Who's going to perform at a higher level tonight? What are you going to say on NBA Today Live about tonight's game in Miami? Who do you think walks out of there? Do you think this Miami team who's getting 3.5 points at home again. They're getting points all the time.
I think Miami wins this one. I think Miami wins this one. Denver wins 5. Denver wins 6. Why? Because the worst thing that could have happened to the Denver Nuggets, in my humble opinion, is that they outplayed and outworked the Miami Heat. Now imagine that if you are a team that is your entire, ethos is built on we outwork everyone all the time. And then all of a sudden you get out rebounded by 25, you get outworked, you get this. Oh, trust me, the practices, the film sessions for the Miami Heat, let's just say they are not very pleasant. So I think their intensity is going to be nuts. Denver wins in 5. Their boys are pissed. Denver wins in 5. Or Denver wins game 5 at home. And then they come back to Miami. They close it out in Miami. I think Denver's going to win it.
And then they have a good time down in the South Beach.
Hell yeah.
That's what he thinks. I hope we'll see that. I am into just like a good series.
Yeah.
Because both these teams I didn't know shit about going into the playoffs and have kind of just made their own stories. It's almost like a March Madness run here.
Yeah.
A little bit.
For two different teams. It's fantastic basketball, as is NBA Today, which you will be on today live at
noon my time, so
3.
I don't know where the hell you're at.
3 p.m. Eastern, American, 3 p.m. American Standard Time.
Yep.
American Standard Time. That's Pacific Standard Time is American Standard Time.
No, East Coast bias. Not our fault.
Yeah, that's a fake time zone.
This was long before we came in. It's American Standard Time.
Yep.
Right over. We don't love it.
Wait.
We don't love it.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
It just that's fine. It's fine.
It is how everything's based. And that's why, like, first time NBA Finals Western Conference game has been before 9 p.m. Did you see that? That happened this year.
Why is that?
Because, well, what we were just talking about, I do believe. I think it is. I think it's because of potential American Standard Time Zone people. I think.
Okay, American Standard Time. That's what we're calling East Coast Standard. That's what we're calling East Coast.
So.
American Standard.
I mean, it is. I don't love it because I want to move to I want to live in. I think I want to live in Arizona at some point in my life. I'm gonna live in California at some point. But everything is based off of this particular Standard Time Zone. It's not cool. I fucking hate it.
It's not cool.
We're not happy about it, but it's reality. So
it is.
3 p.m. American Standard Time. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Jefferson.
Thank you guys.
Hey, that East Coast bias is a real deal.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Denver Nuggets in an East Coast time zone, I think we would know them.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I think we would know who they are.
If Jokic, even if he was in like Milwaukee with the Bucks, like it's just too far over there.
You know, we're in Indiana, okay? We're the farthest left on the map.
Yep. It's awesome.
That a show has basically kind of been there. We will attempt to be the ones that bridge the gap, because we know
we'll reach.
We know that there's a lot of games that are happening late night that we only on American Standard Time Zone only watch like one half of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that is Lakers, Golden State, Clippers, Phoenix.
Yep.
It's not Denver. Now that we have access to a seemingly AI system that just pulls up entire games for us, just like that.
Yeah, and cuts them down.
Yep.
Just like that. AI is a real motherfucker. Hey.
Oh, big motherfucker.
Listen, we were talking about the graphic designers back there. Dirty. Hey, Dirty, watch your back.
That's right.
Careful.
Watch your back. AI is
Tell AI to watch its back.
Ooh. It heard you. You are probably going to get punished for
you're
that.
dead.
Yep. Identity stolen.
Anyways, Dirty, we hope that doesn't happen, but I like that you did shit talk something that is seemingly undefeatable.
You better watch out.
That was Zito.
Oh, AI.
Which I don't know if the AI is going to be happy about that either.
Yeah, exactly.
What if the AI is like, I don't sound like that?
What the fuck?
What if they get offended, then Zito is in trouble? But the AI is coming for everything.
Well, the AI sounds however the AI wants to sound.
Yeah, it can sound like
it could sound like that. It could sound like fucking Drake.
But this AI, though, that we're going to potentially be a tag team partner of, I think, here in about, we got to figure that out.
Like 90-ish days.
Yeah, whatever it is. That thing's good.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get to see everything at all times, whenever, however.
That is a massive weapon.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Game changer.
It's going to save so many hours.
Foxy's life.
So many hours.
When Foxy heard about his life change, it was, you saw a kid almost, his spirit lift up outside of his body and lift his body up a little bit.
Yeah, Mondays were tough last year.
Yeah, long. Fall was a long one.
Yep.
Well, and even just video editing, like when you mentioned earlier with the Monty Awesome Fort video, how long it takes to blur, I assume you'll be able to just type in like blur anything but humans, and it'll be able to do that in like video.
Look out,
Final Cut.
Foxy.
Yeah.
I actually thought about that exact same thing, Connor. I assume AI will be able to do that, and that's awesome. That saves hours on end.
Isn't it crazy what this thing can do?
Yeah.
You just go to one of these websites. I don't even fully know how they work because I think it's only on a computer. I'm not a big computer guy. I'm a cell phone guy. I assume they will make their way into my cell phone as well.
ChatGPT actually is now an app that you can talk into.
Okay, so here we go.
Yep.
So now I'm about to start to dabble with old cuz that has the answer to everything.
Well,
okay.
the animation.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
But then who's deciding it's the answer, I guess? Then that's the full conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
You
And
can
what's
ask
the
for-
angle?
What's the angle?
What's
indeed?
the angle of the answers that are coming and how they're coming? You know, are they? That's kind of, I guess, what you got to worry about. But this damn thing seemingly is undefeatable.
Like we were talking about earlier, like, I mean, granted, being able to watch every NFL game and, like, that's your job is fucking awesome. But it is, like, you'll get to a point on either Sunday night or Monday morning where it kind of feels like your brain's going to explode because it's like you're just trying to remember everything that happened. And it's like, hey, we're going to have to talk about this for 3 hours, and you can't just be like, oh, I don't remember anything that happened in that. Like, you can't do that. And now being able to, like,
I love that.
oh, nice. You know, Browns and fucking Ravens or whatever was on at 1 o'clock, and I didn't want to fucking watch that game because there was, you know, Bills and Jets were on at 1 o'clock too. And now we can just go to this and be like, hey, give me the fucking 10 best plays from that Browns.
Give me
Ravens game.
give me a story of game pretty much.
In 2 minutes.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Because that'll lay out injuries
Hey,
too.
thank you, ESPN.
Yeah,
shout out.
The ESPN.
Yeah, that thing.
That
And
thing, is
AI.
not, that thing would never enter our life ever.
Well,
if it wasn't for this.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
pretty
No
penny.
chance.
The price of this.
Maybe.
A couple shekels.
Instantaneous.
Who are they paying? I don't even know. But that thing is unbelievable.
There's no more.
How do we get one of those?
There's no more Monday.
gotta talk
Like
to-
we'll
get
send the
back.
plays over Sunday night. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's Monday morning at fucking 9:58. Hey, Foxy's like, hey, the plays haven't come in yet.
Yeah.
The file is only this big too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like very.
Right.
You're not talking about a file that is this fucking big.
Right.
Terabytes.
Trying to get transported via some. Honestly, I don't think any of us have truly figured it out.
No
yet.
idea.
We've kind of lived in a world with it that has just kind of become normal, but somehow that thing just out of NFL films and then just deep ball into
Bucket.
into Foxy's computer somehow. And then all of a sudden to download it.
Downloads the review process just for hours on end. Hours speeding? I don't know.
See, and this is just one tiny, tiny, tiny thing that'll make our lives easier by going to ESPN. Like,
Survive.
honestly.
I think it will make us survive.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's the thing.
Let's enjoy it while we can. Let's enjoy putting these robots to work while we can before they start putting us to work.
Nick.
It's only a matter of
Nick,
time.
I ain't working for these things ever.
We're not that close.
The AI thought is scary because all this stuff we're talking about, it's gonna.
You were like, hold on, let's get back to the.
Well, yeah, it's
let's
gonna
get back to the biscuit.
They're gonna make it even easier. These AIs, like all this stuff we're talking about, and I don't know how or what they're gonna make easier, but they're going to.
My limited
can't
stuff with
wait
AI.
for them.
I'm very disappointed in it.
Why?
I typed in and it said, hey, can you take fucking offensive passing yards per game, defensive passing yards per game from this website and just put it in this Excel sheet for me? And it said, fuck
Watch
you, I
it,
can't do
Tony.
that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I assume if you go back to it now, it has it figured out.
Well, I
Yeah,
hope so.
GPT-4.
Anytime you hire anybody to do anything, there's a chance they're gonna have to figure it out, and then they'll come back.
All I'm saying, there's a lot scarier things going on out there than fucking that.
Well, and you've seen.
Hey,
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
what's the deal?
That's
Huh?
wild.
That is happening.
Yeah, you got to listen to it. And people who are like, oh, you're such an idiot for believing this stuff, you're a fucking jackass if you don't believe in this stuff. Okay? The Pentagon, the Pentagon, not some, random place. The Pentagon has
Five
said,
sides.
Yeah, has said UFOs.
Boom.
Yeah.
We're such a good geometry show.
Squares
Are we?
behind you.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Yeah.
Well, every square is a rectangle.
But,
Every rectangle is a square.
Boom.
Not every square is not every rectangle. You get it.
yeah.
Big geometry. But you're right. The Pentagon one is a pretty powerful little
exactly.
shape.
Yeah, it is.
Whenever you say it, like whenever that shape says something, holy
listen.
shit.
Comes from a .gov.
No other shape in the history of shapes. Circle said. No, okay.
Oh, okay, who cares?
Okay, that's that
Well,
game
the
show on Netflix.
Oval Office.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the Pentagon's a little more powerful.
Then the Oval show? I don't think so.
Well, not as many people respect the Oval Office.
Exactly.
What is your problem?
Not me. I'm just saying not as many people.
What is your problem?
This guy.
You ever hear
That
someone-
is disgusting.
Well, I didn't say. I said not as many people. I
We are
didn't say
lucky to live
me.
in the United States of
We are.
America.
Absolutely.
You need to remember that.
Yes.
We are lucky to live here.
Everyone
Like
respects
Bill
the Pentagon.
was.
But the Pentagon's a real deal, right? That's,
Oh,
we are all been taught to understand
Oh, yeah.
that particular shape of a building in the D.C. area
Yep.
is the real deal. So whenever they're like, yo, we got a bunch of fucking shit, we don't know what it is.
Can't confirm.
Whoa, what's this all about? Now, granted, I've always been a person that's been a moon looker, okay?
Sure.
I look up at the stars at
Love it.
night, look up at the sky at night and just wonder, like, what the fuck, dude? You know?
It's crazy.
I am a person that does that.
Yeah.
So maybe I am snooping for this type of information a little bit more, but there's been a lot seemingly hitting the internet lately.
Yeah.
A ton.
Like boom, pow, 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 ping, boom, pow. How's this going to go? Do we need to call Brock Lesnar and say, hey, pal, are you thinking about maybe having to fight for fucking the entire earth with one of these things that's dropping down from another place? Who won a guy in Las Vegas, Mexico, who's seen one on May 1st, 2023, documented, had a news segment about it, and a ring camera that kind of matches what he said, and some sort of shape, and a story with a cop and a cop's partner seeing the same exact thing with it all on video or whatever. He said this thing was 8 to 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Stared at him. They're going to be some big sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And what we need to remember forever, okay? We need to remember this forever. We will always be better than all of these things at football.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So if these things really want to act like they're about it when they come around, we got them in an Oklahoma drill with fucking AJ Hawk.
That's right.
Bingo.
Okay?
Every time.
We got them in an Oklahoma drill with any of our guys that are in the great NFL, and we're A-OK. Let's assume we'll win them over. We'll showcase that we're alphas, and then we will all be friends, and we will be able to maybe take trips to Mars to have great stores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe to all just kind of connect. Let's assume only good things can come from all of this news that seemingly people are mocking people for hearing.
Or we do an Oklahoma drill with an alien and AJ, and it rips his head off.
See, that's not what
No, they have to play football.
That's not what
Tony.
they don't.
Yeah.
You got to play by the rules. There will be a ref.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
saying-
I'm
There
not saying-
will be a
Right.
ref. They won't be able to do that.
No.
Well, and,
Fucking Ed Hockley's there, dude.
Yeah,
Not
not
happening.
You think these aliens are going to start before the whistle? No.
What if the aliens abduct AJ and probe him and turn him into one of their own?
That's already happened.
That's not going to happen. He's AJ Hawk.
Are the aliens going to allow us to only have the ref? They have to bring a ref to the fight.
No,
too,
because he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah.
No, we're good negotiators. They're not that great
hosting an
negotiators.
intergalactic kegger.
They're very good at building travel stuff.
Yep.
But they're not good negotiators. So we were able to get our ref, our rules. Can't do this. No hands in the face. No ripping a face. That's a cop's body cam footage. Obviously, very just standard, normal stuff.
Yeah.
And then the people that were right underneath it heard a sound, have a circle of an indent of something in the backyard. And the kid that saw it said he saw a fucking 8 foot, 10 foot creature. It's on the news.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's on the news.
It's on the news.
News is all real, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
We have, whoa. Because now we are on.
slow down.
Depends on which
Technically
channel.
part of this.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
We're just telling you what the news said.
Yes.
Allegedly.
We're just reporting about reports.
And then there's a ring camera, like security footage that's in the neighborhood. And that sounds out of a movie.
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds out of a movie. With naturally people say that's doctored footage, but they're saying whole is not doctored
What
footage.
news was this on? Because if it was on OAN, we could trust it.
You're right, huh?
Jeez.
We should look into it a little bit more. What's that? That's a
wait.
Vegas.
The news that Tony watches.
Yeah,
I
OAN.
guess is
That's a Vegas news.
No, it's not.
no. That is a. I don't know how exactly to describe. That is what Tony and COVID Cowboys would be watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you may
Yeah.
remember Mike Gundy, head coach of Oklahoma State, was a big OAN guy.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
On that boat, he was on the dock.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God! Yeah, I do remember that.
People weren't too happy.
How that thing still exists, and why is that? Why are you?
Tony watches it every night before he goes to bed.
Yeah.
That's still so. That
It's the only
is
place
still-
to get. It's the only place to get fucking real hard hitting.
What is your problem?
Well, 2 days ago, he said, "I don't know what to do without Tucker. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do." And he
Bro,
turned
he's
his
just
sights on
he's
no
on
man.
everybody's Twitter account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know how like Apple took everybody's iPhones and they literally threw in that one album.
Put U2 everywhere.
Everyone's album. Like, boom, here it is. You got this new U2 album. Have you ever heard U2? No, great. You will. Do you know of U2? Yeah. Oh, good. Here's their new album. You don't have to do anything. Here, do you like U2? No. Hey, maybe though.
Maybe you will.
Boom,
Check it out.
in your iPhone. That happened. Boom. Same thing happened in here.
Yeah.
At what point, too, is AI just contact aliens and they're just fucking teaming up?
That's already happened too.
They may have
You got
created
that
the
right.
AI.
That's probably how and that's probably how they've been communicating with them.
Okay, so we're thinking potential. Other planets' AIs have heard our AI because our AI has grown strong enough.
Oh,
Yes.
could be.
We also
Interesting.
sent a probe out that got past Pluto like 12 years ago. So that one has encountered a few
We
things.
also sent those nude bodies that were like small penises.
Yeah, those little
over that.
blue. Remember,
Yeah.
we thought maybe we should
Yeah,
send a little bit more well and
Like
Dahn,
Peter
Right.
North or somebody.
Yeah.
just in case. You never know what
We
some
don't
people are
show-
looking
Show
for.
the aliens up, though.
I think the good news.
Well, I think in this particular case, we do want to. We
Holy
do.
shit,
do.
Look how big.
I think we should just be friends. Let's go shake their hands.
Well,
Let's go shake their hands.
And that's
Let's go
what's
shake
good.
their hands.
That's what's good though, is that if this thing is 8 to 10 feet, they could have obliterated us so long ago. If that's the case, so
Yeah.
the fact that they haven't is great news.
Yeah, let's go shake their hands.
Shake their hands.
Inside of the moon.
And let us talk to them too. We'd like to remember their whichever sporting person they have, and I'm sure they're competing.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever they're competing in, we would like to talk to whoever.
Are you
Throwing
going straight
moon
dap
rocks.
up?
What's
First
that?
time? Straight up dap up or you hug?
So I think, remember, I watched that one human go into that chimpanzee sanctuary.
Yep.
And they had to shake their hand. You know what I mean? It's a handshake like this. So I don't know if it is handshake or do we, you're on my,
Embrace.
you're on my earth. We're going full.
Can I recommend?
You know, because then that's me setting the tone as opposed to them setting the tone. I'm probably not the person that needs to be setting the tone with any of these people, just so we know that. But after we've already set tone with people, I think I would then come in with DAP, I think, is already on her.
Recommendation: go strength and honor. Pat
Viking
McAfee.
handshake.
Strength and
Yeah.
honor. Jack Carr. Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Boom.
But see, what if that's how they start fights?
Let's get to a break.
It could
Because
be.
remember Scary Movie? They said hello by choking you out.
This alien thing seems real, though. Just everybody keep a lookout. See something, say something.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay?
Exactly right.
Don't say something too loud, though, because people will ridicule you.
Yep.
Yeah. You said football too. There's no way they know how to skate.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Hockey, we're going to fucking crush them.
Come on, McDavid. Come on, Crosby. Play him in hockey. See what happens.
Think about baseball. They can't hit a fucking
No
They
way.
cannot hit a curveball.
No way.
Get Barry
Can't.
Zito
Could
back
you
on the
imagine
ball.
how dumb one of those dumb aliens would have looked?
Oh.
Fucking CC Sabathia in his time.
Bingo.
They-
Watch this.
Yeah, Shohei
Oh
high
my God.
heat.
Aliens stumbling all over the place
Yeah.
like they're boozed up.
Get Randy
Rushing 'em back.
Johnson.
Imagine them walking back to their fucking little ship. Oh, man.
Struck out.
They got this game. So hard.
I'd like to see an alien go one-on-one with Zion on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Or fucking
All right.
Samoa Joe
That's right.
in the ring.
He's in Twisted Metal.
He's in that new movie, yeah.
Hell
What?
Yeah. Very pumped about that.
Yeah.
Very pumped about
Could
that.
you imagine if Omas? That's another guy we need. Send Omas over. They're 8 feet. Well, we got a fucking 7'6" guy. How about that?
You don't want any of this either.
No.
I do think you see something, say something, though.
Yeah. Probably smart.
Let's get to a break. AJ Hawk will be on the other side. He certainly will have some thoughts. He's champion of Ohio. To be honest, he might be a part of some board or council that is already talking about how we will embrace these things when they arrive.
Definitely.
Will they just immediately get a spot in the Olympics? So that's a whole other question.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
That's not fair.
They could be with the independent athletes of Russia.
The OAR.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yes. Putin would be like,
We'll take them.
Yeah, see, if that's the case, no, we need him.
well, that's what I'm saying, that we won't, though. You know, that like
We
there'll be a
definitely
full
won't.
thing
Yeah.
of everybody kind of being like,
Come on.
yeah, we're not going to do this.
Can't have aliens?
And then,
Fuck it. I'll take them. What do you mean?
what do they need? 2 eyes? Got
Yeah, got a mouth. They breathe.
2 arms, 2 legs. What do we?
Oh, seeing one of them do like the downhill skiing with the big jump.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
Over the lodge.
Yeah.
Do it like this?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Just keep going.
Going 500 miles an hour.
Oh, yes. What if they're one of them are built like with squirrel suit?
Might be.
Oh, and they fucking
Yeah.
and they just fly over.
Kicks the skis
Yeah.
off and just
Keep going. Sets the record. Doing the skeleton.
This show is the worst.
Face first, doing the luge.
Think of them at the X Games. I haven't even
Oh
thought
my
about it.
Yeah.
God.
Dude, so many Hollies out of them.
Yeah. Sal Masakela on the call.
Oh my God. All right, keep a lookout.
Yep.
Look out.
See something, say something.
See something, say something. Like Juan did over there in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Thank you, Juan.
Let's get to a break. AJ Hawk will be on the other side. I can't wait to hear his thoughts on that and a lot of other things. Ian Rapoport will be joining us in about 15 minutes. He's in the middle of his golf season.
Of course.
Has he stopped to hear anything about Dalvin Cook or any of the other stories? Frank Clark to Kansas City. Is there any other things kind of brewing? What about D-Hop, Ian Rapoport? And obviously more conversation and chatter about the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. There's a lot happening in this beautiful time to be alive. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Take 5.
5! Welcome back to What Are We Watching? Last time we were here, we were watching the Big Door Prize. Now, yes, it went to the playoffs. Still needs a few more seasons to really determine where that show sits. Now, I still recommend watching it. However, if you're not in for a comedy, per se, of sorts, there's another show on Apple TV, and it's not a comedy. No, it's called Boom, Silo. Very interesting concept. All these people, 10,000, as you come to learn, live in a silo. Can't go outside, because guess what happens if you go outside? You die. Do you want to die? No. Do the people in the silo want to die? No. It follows a sheriff whose wife, unfortunately, I won't go any further. Sorry, you find out in the first episode. You got to watch. Not too bad. I will say, I do find myself on my phone at times. Some rewinding, some what did I miss, some whatever. Now I like the show. 7 episodes in. It's got a lot of legs. However, I still don't know exactly where it's going. Now the main character, boom, Rebecca Ferguson. She has the cosign, if you will, by one Tom Cruise. Yeah, see you at the movies, that Tom Cruise. They're friends. She's a phenomenal actress. There's a couple other big-named actors you might recognize. I would give it a watch. At the current stage and time, since I have not finished it, I will say this is a 8-win football team. Who knows? Maybe that's good enough to win the division. I don't know. But right now, I'm not completely sold. I'd still give it a try. And for the time being, Silo is what we are watching.
In an abandoned warehouse, Arthur Isaac Fischel, the world's AI authority, has summoned the Earth's most influential doofuses for an emergency meeting about the terrifying powers of artificial intelligence. Antonio Margherita, influencer from Italy. Vladimir Borobashnakowski. Chad Speed. Jim. We catch up with them mid-dinner as Artie Fish tries his damnedest to get the influencer's attention.
Yes, that'll work. Thank you. Scram. Let's get down to brass tacks, boys. The real reason we're here. AI is a problem. It's going to kill us all.
It's hard to take you serious with the way your face looks right now.
I mean, you look like a fucking asshole. What are you talking about?
Oh, the only thing artificial is those fucking balls you call balls.
You look absolutely absurd.
You guys don't understand. You're not listening to me, okay? I'm wearing this because AI can hear your thoughts. It can get into your brain, guys.
You ain't got no fucking brain.
Once again, struggling to take anything you say serious. My team told me I should come to this. You look like he looks like a joke.
Like an absolute jerk-off.
Does this look like a joke? Huh? That's a nuclear bomb.
Nah, that's fake.
Just fucking like bad man puts marbles in plastic case.
You need a guma, my friend.
You guys aren't listening.
This right here, AI gave to me. A nuclear freaking bomb. Told me the only way to save this screwed up world is to blow it up. This guy awake? Idiot.
Wake up, asswipe.
You wouldn't hit somebody with a nuclear
No, yeah, fuck
No, don't you worry. This one is foolproof.
I doubt it.
I brought it here, boys. Not just for show.
What?
But because I'm gonna blow up the world right now!
Holy shit! That's Jack Carr!
Turns out, that was an actual nuclear bomb. Arthur Isaac Fischel was going to blow the entire world up, and Jack Carr saved us all. It was his actual first shot. And Artie Fish is actually dead. Forever. Thank the Lord that Jack Carr sensed trouble. His new book, which is the 6th installment of the Terminalist series, Only the Dead, is currently available at all bookstores. You should buy it. As you just watched, he saved the world. Hell yeah, Jack Carr. Hell yeah.
Why?
Let's go! This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Boston.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this fantastic Feel Good Friday, June 9th, 2023. Hour 2 of the sports program starts now.
Feel good!
Friday is a great time, and whenever we're talking about having a show that is going to be better than any show we've ever had before. It can't just be the Toxic Table at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt alongside of me. It can't just be one half of the Hammer, Dahn, Cowboys, Tone Diggs, and I, and the Toxic Table. It has to be one other man.
That's right.
That man happens to be from the great state of Ohio.
Love it.
In Ohio, he was a college football national champion.
What?
Whoa.
He was a college football national legend.
What?
He'd be the number 5 overall pick in the old CBA, which means he has so much fucking money.
So rich.
He was drafted by the Green Bay Packers, number 5 overall.
That's high.
He'd go on to become the all-time leading tackler for that particular franchise and program. That franchise and program had been around longer than almost every single fucking team in the NFL.
Huge deal.
A lot of people have tackled people for a long time over there.
Oh, yeah.
This Ohio fuck, who's the current champion of Ohio, has accomplished all that while producing 10 children and surviving COVID.
Wow.
Man, this guy's
multiple times.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk. Holy shit, AJ. What
Good
an
to be
honor.
here.
You look
What an
incredible.
honor.
Wow, fresh
What
haircut.
an honor, AJ. Any statement on anything that we've talked about today? You have any thoughts?
I mean, the alien talk is very interesting, I think.
Did you see that video? You had to have. Did you watch it this
Yeah,
morning?
why can't we see the bean? 8 to 10 feet tall, you talk about it, we hear noises, and then all of a sudden, when you can see the thing, we just get weird with our cameras and we start filming the ground.
What is the problem? Why does that continue to happen?
They're scared. You get
You're right,
paralysis.
though, AJ.
Come on.
You're right. You're right.
Everything but that. Like, you're so close. There's so many people there. Oh, here we go. Jumble, and it's Blair Witch Project. Like, what are we doing?
I agree, AJ.
They freeze you with their eyes.
Yeah, allegedly.
Where'd they go, too? This thing landed in a backyard. Where'd it go?
Just like we've been saying, they get in the Olympics, they're going to win every gold medal. This thing triple jumped its ass right back to a fucking tree somewhere.
Exactly.
And then hopped into another one and
What
out
about
of
the
here.
bean? What about the craft? Did anyone see the craft?
Boom!
They
Pow!
teleport.
That's what he
Like
did.
a noisy cricket.
They can teleport.
That's where it was, right there.
How about that?
That's definitely it.
That was where the bean was? Or
Yeah, loud sound, not a big imprint, but it looked right there.
Yeah,
shits.
they should leave that one out.
What's that?
I mean, I don't think
What?
that's
No,
I don't
they
think
hit
that's
a
changing
tree.
anyone's
All
opinion.
right, let's
there was
move.
a kiddie pool. There was a kiddie pool there. They pulled it up.
Let's move into some sports
No
stuff.
footprints, though.
We just want to let these beings know if they're here, and this is how you know we're a true sports program. We assume the people that are smarter than us will figure it out.
Yep.
But if they get into the AJ, please.
What was that?
Come on.
What was that?
That sounded like a sigh. of
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
The times.
What was that about?
Who are the smart people?
Bingo. They are. They know who they are. Hopefully they'll figure it out.
Harvard.
Not us. But if they venture into the competitive sphere or world and have sport and competition, we would like to be invited into the conversation.
Exactly.
So I like this.
We see this start happening, we deserve a seat at the table.
Exactly.
That's right.
Because we think sport is a great way to unify, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It is.
Sport is a great way to unify. You look in locker rooms, you see people from all over the place with different visions of what life is and what it should be, all coming together for a common cause and a common goal. And everybody talks about it in the locker room, but how about in the stadiums?
Yeah.
In the stadiums of these sports, you see people from all walks of life coming together, high-fiving, having a drink together. Whenever they leave those stadiums and they go into their houses or onto their phones, these two people hate each other potentially.
Can't stand each other.
And instead, whenever they're together, standing next to each other, all they are is a couple people with their faces painted, cheering their fucking asses off for a team they love.
Hell yeah.
That's what sports are. Sports are a unifier. They're a celebrator. That's what they are. So if we have a chance with these beings, we'd like to potentially extend a hand in sport to these aliens. Imagine if we fucking beat them.
Oh, man.
My God.
Tough day.
AJ, I said this in the first hour. Imagine them just bopping on back right into their spaceships, defeated by us in sport.
Al Michaels, do you believe in miracles?
Oh, he's still here. He's doing that call.
Yeah.
He would actually do that call potentially. That'd be awesome. All right. Instead, I think we got a chance we're going to lose too. But
there's a chance.
Not in a couple sports. They can't hit a curveball. We know that.
Yeah, they look real dumb one day, AJ.
Real dumb, and unfortunately, if we have to watch these beans play, and they're going to be in the stands watching too. Like I can't see over an 8 to 10 foot bean in front of me, so where are we going to put
They
them?
might have telekinesis.
Put them in the cheap sheets.
They might.
They just might.
They might. All right, let's talk about sport. Last night, Panthers get a big-time win over the Golden Knights in a playoff that we thought could potentially involve a sweep because the Panthers were 0 for 6 in Stanley Cup Finals games. They have been swept before in the Stanley Cup Finals in 1996, I believe.
Against the Avalanche.
1996, I believe. They got swept 4-0. Then they were going to go 1-0, 2-0 against the Golden Knights, and then they were going to win Game 3 and Game 4, and they were going to get swept again.
Wow.
The Florida Panthers would make it to 2 Stanley Cup Finals, but never have a win, never get to celebrate the great season. And then last night, everything changed, AJ. In overtime, after a goal with less than 2 minutes left after a goalie's been pulled to tie it up. What an incredible game. What a time. What a series. Here we go now, AJ.
Yeah, well, honestly, this was a very fun game to watch. I was worried for the Florida fans for a while. I don't have a crazy rooting interest in it. I'm looking for more games. I want more hockey being played. So we have more to watch. So I was happy Florida found a way to get it done in overtime.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. And I'm thinking the same thing with basketball, too. Like, obviously, would love to watch Joker accomplish a championship. But if he does, too, I'm pumped about it.
Sweet.
So it's good storylines. If we have just more shit to watch, we're good. Because, AJ, we started out the first hour with this. Wells running low. Huh? Isn't it?
We got baseball. We love baseball.
We do. I think we do love baseball at the right time.
Yeah.
Just like we love, the world loves the NBA and the NHL at the right time.
Yeah.
True.
No offense.
The softball.
No offense. The NFL is loved at a time much more at a certain time than other times of the year, although they do have kind of a stay through there. So it's okay that we like baseball only for a part of time. Now, there's always going to be baseball fucking loyalists. And if CC Sabathia was covering a game every single night in that clubhouse thing, I'd probably watch a lot more games because I think that guy's incredibly cool. But whenever it comes playoff time during the week, whenever we got football on Sunday, then we got some big time games there during the week. It's fucking awesome. Baseball.
Good.
But it's tough with 55 games left.
It's brutal.
It is.
Big Three is going to take charge in the summer. I know Ice Cube. There's threes.
Still going, right?
There's 100.
Yeah, we got a lot more than 55 games left.
Somebody said 60 games, didn't they?
That's how many they've played so far, roughly.
Somebody said it's starting to matter now because we're 60 games.
Oh, yeah. Bruce said they're starting to matter because we're 60 games in or something like that.
Okay.
I said we're really starting to pick up here. Teams are starting to round into form. We know who we have a little bit more, and the season really starts to get off.
Yeah, that's also not.
No, we got 100 games.
Yeah, we got about 100 games left.
See, so take everything I just said and double it, I guess, because I thought it was 55.
We need to fix the summer. This should not be happening. Baseball should not run the summer. There should be another league, another sport that's entertaining.
Then go watch the MLS, Foxy.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, what's it going to be?
Yeah.
Like, do we got to push NBA back? Like, make it start actually in December,
Christmas,
and then we're ending in August, and then we're right into football season. Like, this actually should not be a thing.
Why don't they?
Because, baseball and basketball would be kind of cool. If you could slip in a baseball game primetime during this time where we're dead, in between like basketball finals or playoffs would be awesome.
We got lacrosse too.
You're right.
Look out.
That's daytime, right?
Don't look now. Yeah.
They compete with golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically.
Just watch pickleball. Pickleball's on TV.
It is. Is it on primetime?
I don't know what it is. I need to have I guess I need to know somebody in the game to watch because if not, it's tough.
I feel like the pickleball craze is dying a little bit.
Whoa, it's just because us?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think
That's just because us.
I'm just thinking of myself here. Like after we got back from Arizona, it was you couldn't feed me enough fucking Instagram pickleball clips. I was watching every single one of them. If there was one on CBS, I'd watch it. And now I couldn't fucking move past it quicker.
You binged so hard, huh?
I did.
You took it all in too much. Too much, too quick.
I think so.
Well, you stop playing it. When we stop playing it, you stop caring about it.
Well, I think that's it. I think people are still playing. Watching it, they're going to have to figure out how to make it, because that $1 million game was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Sweet.
Because there's personalities in there that we knew.
Right. Yeah.
So they're going to do that. It's great sports. It's still living. Speaking of great sport that's still very much alive, golf carries us during the days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Usually.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
We're talking nighttime thing, but golf.
What was that guy saying? I don't know if you touched on that guy. I wrote his name, Jimmy Dunn.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy's interview? What happened?
Wild.
Okay, so Jimmy Dunn has somehow become like the ipso facto speaker from the PGA Tour.
Feels like it.
I feel like he's the only one that has spoken. There's been
He's going to start killing people. He says.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
he said he would, if he met, I think we had to piece through the tea leaves here.
I watched it.
If he was to meet somebody, because I think he has friends that had died, I believe, in the
Yes.
on September 11th, I believe.
Yeah.
He has actual friends. So I think he said if he was to encounter somebody that was a part of it, he would kill them himself. I think it was his actual answer.
Verbatim.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said or whatever in that whole thing. He has become like the speaker almost from the PGA. Multiple different times quotes have come out. Now, I don't know if that's from one conversation and they're holding on to some quotes until something becomes relevant and then they're kind of releasing it, or if he's like openly speaking to a lot of people. I'd be intrigued to hear him in a wide open interview, I think.
Yeah.
Just from the couple clips that I've seen about how this whole deal came to be and how the PGA runs as a whole, AJ. I think that's another thing.
I mean, eventually it's all going to have to come out, I would imagine, like how everything went. And when does the Netflix stuff come out? When's the new series get released?
We were talking about this. They should drop that clip right motherfucking now.
Yeah, immediately.
Make it like Hard Knocks. When it happens like that, make it like Hard Knocks. Oh, we have a show in 3 days. We're going to watch it.
You can still promo this for 2 months from now, however long it would be.
Yeah.
But you can I think it's hot right now. And the way everybody's going to see it is not just from, like, watching a full episode for that moment, cool. But a large majority of us are going to see it from getting it ripped onto the internet anyways.
Oh, yeah.
So you might as well just make it a promo for next season right now.
Yeah, there's no better marketing for it.
And now that's us kind of being like,
I want to see.
Come on.
Yeah.
We would.
But you're right.
There is an upside to it, I think.
It's hot right now.
Yes, very, very, very. And not that it won't be in the future. I assume it'll remake storylines, which might be their grand thing. And they're like, it'll be big whenever that time, too. So we have it now and we have it then. We can relive it both. But I feel like the more we know about that would be better for all parties because sounds like nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Every day there's a new piece of information coming out of the merger, and then it's like, actually this the next day, and then, no, they don't really know. And
Not
then
together.
There'll be offers, so they're still not together, but then there's...
And then it came out yesterday, was it Dahn who said now Monahan makes all the decisions, so he's the one who decides if Liv stays or goes or whatever, but February 15th last year was when Full Swing came out. So.
Okay,
It doesn't sound like Monahan has that much power, from what I see.
Well, that's one... So that's one person speaking.
Yeah.
And then other people speak, and it's seemingly the complete opposite, which kind of alludes to me, and this is from Nuclear Golf, who's been reporting a lot of stuff and kind of aggregating information. Jimmy Dunn has done an exclusive interview with SI Golf with some new details. Jay Monahan will be overseeing the PGA Tour, Live Golf, and the DP World Tour. I believe that's overseas. It is up to Monahan to disband Live. He is to choose. A full evaluation of Live will be conducted at season's end. PIF, the Saudi Arabian investment fund, won't actually contribute anything directly to Tour players. PIF will get right of first refusal to be Tour's investment partner at any opportunity through the new company. Penalties to return to the PGA Tour could be significant. Okay, so what happened?
Yeah,
so the Live players have to reapply. They're saying the Live players might have to reapply to become a member of the PGA Tour, and they said it was just going to be, basically just like nothing. Like, yeah, it's going to happen for everybody, but now you're going to get fined to try to come back.
So did Jimmy Dunn know this deal was happening?
He was part of the group meeting.
He made the deal happen.
Okay, so he has been chosen by the PGA to be their speaker, right?
Yeah, that's
Is that
how
what
it
we're thinking?
feels.
Because he's given like
He
exclusive.
was one of the guys that brokered the deal, right? He was one of the guys involved.
Yeah.
So I would assume everybody in that room knew that he was probably going to be doing interviews.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Like that had to be a decision.
Yassir and Monahan were like, okay, yeah.
You think maybe not?
you know, I mean, you know, like you would assume, yes, but you've been in situations where like you would assume, yeah, that's common sense. Like you check with everybody, but there could easily be some people on the other side of that seeing him in this interview. Like, we never said we're going to go do interviews right now.
Hey, why is he saying that that's not true at all? Why are you guys doing that? Don't do that.
Bullshit.
Why are you guys doing that? Jay Monahan, I did not know he was. I'm so sorry. What do you want us to correct? If we correct it, we'll make it even bigger scene. Is there anything to correct? There's a chance that could happen, or there's a chance that this guy is just deciding to be the kind of the voice of it because we all have so many questions. Thank you for the clarity. If that's the case, that is nothing like we assumed it would be at the beginning, and there is still a chance that live people, more PGA guys can become live guys. And there was allegedly, and I don't know if we said this on the show or off air or not, so I don't know how true and how real the statements actually are, so take this with a grain of salt. John Rahm allegedly pretty conversation deep with Liv to kind of go. He goes, that's potentially a big time swing in the entire game with how popular he is, how good he is, how young he is, and how at the top of the game he actually is. You start stacking up. If Brooks wins a major, and then Rahm wins a major.
Back to back.
And then, like, you know, Brooks, like, if you're thinking from the Liv standpoint, like, that'd be a great person to have on your team if you could get him. And John Rahm allegedly was close to the convo, so who knows if that was a part of the entire PGA's decision, like, maybe we should figure out a way to all kind of come together in one party and maybe profit. But we were told that Yasir Al-Rumayyan is in charge of the new entity.
Yeah, he's chairman of the board, whatever the new one will be.
But the new one has the first right of refusal for any new, and then the PGA does its.
Well, and
so I don't think I fully understand.
In the press release that they sent out too, it said that the PGA will still decide everything inside the ropes. Like, so everything golf related, like they're still going to have the final say and the decisions. So that makes no sense if
bye shorts.
Yeah,
ain't that right, AJ? They're putting pants on.
Yeah, absolutely. What about those DP players? Bruce will tell us about it later.
Anyways, let's continue the golf talk, and this is the only reason why I brought it up. And then AJ was like, "Oh, what's that Jimmy Dunn guy talking about?" Then we had to talk about it because if we didn't talk about it, people would think that we were trying to avoid it on purpose. We're not trying to avoid it on purpose. That whole Live PGA thing is insane. There's a man that cut his golf round short to join us.
What?
Oh,
wow.
I don't like it.
It's a big deal.
I don't like it at all.
No.
Probably 5 or 6 under too.
He was having the best round of his life from what his Instagram story just said.
Oh, shit.
And then he just threw. He actually picked up an entire guilt trip and threw it through his phone at me. On the Instagram story for cutting his round short to join us. Didn't have to. Told him he did not have to. Could have went like there was a full. This guy's the man. We appreciate his dedication. We think the decision he made today was a poor one.
Very poor.
But we do appreciate the hell out of him, the host of the weekly wrap-up with the Rap Sheet and Friends, us being the friends, he being Rap Sheet. Potentially the last time we ever see him on this program. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rapoport. Ian, we had to dive into that PGA Live convo. We do apologize. Thank you for ending your round early. Have you kept up with that as the golf enthusiast that you are? And what are your quick thoughts?
Oh, yeah. First of all, I love you guys. That is why I was able to cut my round short. Questionable decision to be sure. I would say my decision to punch out with a 6-iron rather than a wedge on like 9 probably was a little more questionable, but it's fine. Anyway,
how are you playing? You played good today? You played good?
Playing well. Two birdies in 10 holes. It's good.
Right.
Rarely.
Why would you ever?
Why'd you leave?
Why'd you why?
You know what? You know why? Because it could get worse.
Okay, sweet. So as long as it's not my fault.
Yeah.
All right, good. We got it. Okay. So we're riding high, retired at the top. I retired after a Pro Bowl. So listen, I completely understand that. And now until the next, you were there. You were actually there before it even broke there. But so now until the next time that you golf, that's the taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the taste you have in your mouth. You did great. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Go,
golf is changing. Do you have any thoughts on golf changing at all?
I have a million thoughts. It has been a big topic of conversation among me and obviously a lot of my friends play golf, and a lot of my friends are just in investments in business, and it's interesting for everyone. A couple thoughts.
Oh yeah.
The fact that Jay Monahan is still commissioner today is a legit shocker to me. I thought that the players would kind of get together and say, we're not going to play for this guy. I had a lot of questions for sort of his role in this. I would also say if they tell us that the PGA Tour is going to make, and Monahan's going to make all decisions inside the ropes, and PAF will be only tangentially involved and allowed to invest whenever they want, I will say, I guess anything's possible, sure. It's all different now. I mean, it is all different. There's a lot of people selling out.
Whoa!
Hey,
Slow down. Whoa!
In all seriousness, no. Serious though. You want to tell the difference between fake sellout, like someone who didn't sell out, and someone who did sell out? These are two dichotomies right here.
Oh, okay. I respect and appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes you're able to keep your soul. The whole thing about like Rory just being the one who's on Jay's side, seemingly. Yeah. Like you said that he's still commissioner is a wild thing. One of the people that could have potentially probably changed that was the person who was maybe clipped off the most in its entire thing, Rory McIlroy. And then they're coming out and saying in that first ever players meeting immediately after this news broke, Rory's telling number 227, like, just shut the fuck up, pretty much.
Play better.
Play better or whatever. And then there's a fuck off back. It's like, I did not expect Rory to be on his side.
At all.
So I wonder if there's more money coming into some of these players than we could imagine. Even though.
This is what I don't understand. And like you guys, I got a lot of questions. Where did the money go? How did it change hands? How does it affect Monahan and some of the big stars who obviously turned down a lot of money to not go to Live? Did somebody make it right for them this time? Like we're not going to get the answers to any of these questions, but I have so many of them.
Yeah, but it is what we should know. If you're looking to make it in something that's going to be paying a lot of money, not a bad time, kids, to grab a set of golf clubs.
Yes.
Or just a putter and just start putting. I think there's going to be a lot of money in golf to be had for people who maybe don't have it, but like are, what can I get good at? Golf, I think the future with the amount of money, just the sheer amount of money that's allegedly potentially going to be behind it. So anytime they need an investment in anything, it sounds like Saudi Arabia is just like, we got it. You want to do this? Cool, we'll do that. Not a bad sport to get into right now.
Not at all.
All right, let's talk about the sport that we are in. We're very lucky to be in. Let's dive into it a little bit here. Whenever you think about D-Hop traveling up to the Patriots, do you think that means that's where he's going? Do you think these trips are for leverage? What do you think happens with D-Hop and how quickly?
Okay, so first of all, he's got Titans, which should be, I think, next Sunday into Monday, and then Patriots after that. I was a little surprised at the Patriots visit. I wasn't surprised at the Patriots' interest. I've felt that the Patriots have had interest for some time. Making a trade and then giving a player a new contract is really not something. I don't know that Bill Belichick has ever done it, honestly. If there is, I can't remember. That's not his style, and I know he doesn't believe in the value there.
Gilmore.
But once Hopkins was free, I expected the Patriots to be involved.
Free agent.
I did not expect the Patriots to do a visit. Everyone always texted me the same thing this morning, was the Patriots don't do visits. They are now. I would say that is an indication of seriousness. There's some interest on both sides there. I mean, this one I think makes a lot of sense. It really. Now the Titans have interest too, and I know the fact that they got the first visit, that's good. Patriots one is really, really intriguing to me.
Go ahead, AJ.
Let's go. Who's going to offer him the most money, Rap Sheet? Who can?
I think they both can. Both of those teams can.
Hell yeah.
Now the money, you could do the money differently.
So it'd be like a 1 year deal, like you guys did with the Island.
Darrell Revis.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. We did 1 year 14 with him, and then he won the ring, and then he went back to the Jets.
Yeah, I think he was like the master businessman, right? With his deals,
Yeah.
he was doing 1 year, 2 year deals.
Right now, I think if I remember correctly, I think he declined an option, got himself free, and went to the Jets. If I remember how that happened,
huge deal.
So huge deal. There are ways to make this happen. Like if Hopkins wants the money that Odell got, and I think that he wants somewhere around there, doing it on a 1 year deal this time of year is hard because who has $15 million of just cap space sitting there?
3 years.
Could do a 2 year deal. Maybe if the Patriots, let's say it's the Patriots. Maybe if the Patriots is a place he wants to be, maybe he gets the average that he wants on a 2 year deal. That would actually make some sense.
Yes.
Plus, he's bounced around a little bit. I know it's been a tumultuous time, suspension, trade rumors, release. Maybe he wants to stay. I mean, the Patriots, and I'll say this, it kind of never felt to me like the Patriots were done this offseason because they did have a need at receiver that was pretty glaring. This would seem to fill that in a really big way.
Hell yeah. Why doesn't he go to Indianapolis? Indianapolis interested?
Welcome to the Colts.
Yeah.
To me, actually, though, it does. I'm sorry, but the Colts don't make sense to me because you're starting off with
what?
Sorry,
you said they
I mean,
still
as a
make
team,
sense?
they make sense. What they're doing makes sense. But as a landing spot, it doesn't because they got a new quarterback. He's going to play a lot, and it is real. It is really hard for a new quarterback to have a big personality at receiver, a true number one receiver who's going to want the ball probably a lot.
Yeah, let's give the guy no talent. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
He's got some talent. He's got some receivers.
What the young quarterback doesn't need is a big personality number one wide receiver. So don't give him a number one wide receiver.
He's got Mark Pittman.
Dude, he's got Alex Pierce, too. Listen,
Yeah.
these dudes.
Alex Pierce is good.
So is Pittman Jr.
And Josh Dahns.
Yeah, they're dogs. Listen, we got dogs out there.
Oh, he was.
It's not bad to add another one, though. You see Steichen's offense. They got Batman, little Batman, everything else going on. Let's go. So I don't need to fight this battle right now. There's other things to talk about. But still, you think the Patriots one potentially real. We also heard that when he was a free agent, maybe the Patriots were in the entire game, which fascinating stuff. If Bill Belichick loves D-Hop that much, that goes to say a lot about D-Hop, who is silencing haters on his Twitter account. Go ahead.
You know what's interesting is Belichick always has a little bit of a, I don't know about love affair, but the greats in the game, like the greats, the dynamic players, he always sort of seems to seek out pregame and talk to and like kind of develop a little relationship with. Hopkins was one of those guys, and he loves football and he loves the history of football. And I know he appreciates great players, but I always kind of wonder, like, does he do that? Because these guys might be free, and then he might be able to get them, like, you know, when they're available. I've never actually asked, but I always kind of wonder.
It just happened with Hunter Henry the year before the Patriots played the Chargers. After the game went right to Hunter Henry. They had a whole interaction, and then Hunter Henry signed there 2 months later.
Yeah, it's working out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
let
then they also signed
Jonnu Smith.
That one didn't work out.
From the Titans,
Trade, right?
He got
Atlanta?
traded. Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's
Big,
on the move.
huge 7th-round pick, though.
That was a big swing, though, from Bill. Remember, he spent like $115 million on one day.
Yeah, bingo.
In the tampering period. He's like, we need to win now. Interesting to see how it all works out if D-Hop gets up there. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Ian. Joe Mixon talked to the media yesterday, I believe, and he said that the Bengals have backed him 100%. I thought a lot of people were talking about because of his cap number, because of his running back, because of some stuff that potentially happened off the field, that he would not be a Bengal at this point. You think he'll be a Bengal for the upcoming season?
It sounds like, I mean, based on his words, it sounds like he is. I would say if they were going to cut him or, I mean, trade, obviously, is not like if Dalvin Cook's not going to get traded, Joe Mixon's not going to get traded. So if a trade's not going to happen, I didn't get the sense the Bengals would release him unless they had someone to replace him with. So who's the replacement, right? Like that's been one of the things about Mike Brown that has been consistent throughout his time running the Bengals. If he's going to release a player, he's going to know who he's getting. It's not going to be like, you know, it's not going to be like the Cardinals that say release DeAndre Hopkins, then like we'll fill the void with these guys. Like if they're going to cut Mixon, they are going to have a new starting running back, and I don't know that they have that right now. So he seemed that he's getting a lot of support from the team. I think that makes a lot of sense, and it looks like probably going to be with them going forward.
Joe Burrow looks so cool.
He does.
So cool when he's hitting those home runs. His hair looks awesome. I had that hair 5th grade.
Perfect.
5th and 6th grade had that hair. You know, you got a couple cowlicks. You got to put them in. AJ, you had that hair too, I assume?
Oh, yeah. 6th grade had a sweet undercut, though.
Yeah. My hair was white at the time. I had that thing. It was like white, blonde, white.
Tips are the whole thing.
Whole thing. It was like when I was a kid.
Like Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Ooh.
Yeah, JTT.
I haven't seen these.
Yeah, Joey Burrow's muscling out home runs, and the boys are cheering for him.
Nuts. That's awesome.
And then he actually gets fucking pissed when he doesn't hit one out here. Like, you actually watch it. That's another dong. God. Joey Burrow. Joe Burgo and Oppo, I believe. Here.
Yeah.
What a ball.
This guy must hit a golf ball a mile.
I would assume this one where he doesn't hit it out and gets pissed is this one. Fuck. Motherfucker.
You got to be kidding me. Hit the ball, Joe.
And they're like, you're okay, dude. It's all right, bro. You're a football player. And then he hit another one out immediately afterwards. Some of these dudes are just freak show athletes. Josh Allen put one like back row.
Oh, yeah.
In Toronto, I believe.
Yeah. Over the bullpen.
And then A.J. Brown had like this one swing where they caught it on camera from the front.
So good.
As soon as he hits it, it makes one of those like different sounds. And then there it is right there.
Oh, nice swing.
And the entire team.
He knows.
Boom.
Perfect.
It's a Ken Griffey right-handed swing right there, it seems like.
Look at the nod. Look at the head nod like, yup, crushed it.
And if you had audio on this, literally everybody in the back goes, yeah!
Yeah, loud crack of the bat.
Obviously gone. And if you start really going through all of the, professional football guys, Russell Wilson, he's really the only guy that when he hits home runs, nobody cheers because it's just like seemingly expected. He hits his first one, little pop fly, not going to have it, okay? That's one out, bottom of the second. And then he hits one, go.
Oh, that's nice.
Nobody reacts, though. Look at the other dudes are like,
Normal.
yup, boom.
Because he's on the team. He's on the
Another
team.
one,
What do you mean?
Gone.
He's on.
He's
just working.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's just understood that Russell Wilson hits fucking bombs. Oh, another pop fly, can't have it. We're 2 for 4.
Come on, Russ. Hit the ball.
Don't worry about it. Boom. Gone.
Oh,
Longest
that's a great
one.
swing.
Out of the fucking building.
He knew that.
5 hacks, 3 dingers.
Out of the building, dude. And everybody in there, there's not you listen to the audio of that one, there isn't like a clap at all. It's just like, all right, next professional baseball player's up.
Good work.
Fucking asshole. Josh Allen, though, he hit this thing. He's in Toronto, and with how fucking big he is, what is he? He's 6'5".
6'5", yeah.
6'5".
Big son
He's
bitch.
taking BP. Obviously, he's going to be a presence in that batter's box. And then whenever he hits the, we don't have it.
Oh, shit.
Sid?
We were about to leave. Sidney Crosby, though.
Sid.
Not a football player. We'll keep it out of the Ian Rapoport one, but Sidney Crosby hits one out of a fucking stadium. We were doing research on this after we saw Joey Burrow. Because my question was, Ian, and sorry we're getting a little long-winded here, and we made you wait early, and you cut your golf round earlier. My question was, like, if you're a
I have
professional...
nothing else to do today, by the way, but go ahead.
Neither do we, so it's good. Hey, happy Feel Good Friday, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Happy Feel Good Friday.
Hey, cheers, Paul.
So I wondered, if you're a professional athlete and you grew up playing baseball, can you hit dingers? Because seemingly everybody that kind of goes in there and does BP, they're either like very good like high school baseball players or some of them not. I don't think I've ever heard about them being great baseball players. And then they're taking BP and they're taking it fucking out. I feel like I don't want to like knock baseball, but it does feel like a lot of our people can go over it. Now, it's going 83 right over the fucking middle, and they know exactly what it is. But it seems like that is something that is like a feat of can you do it or not? And I think all of our freaks have been able to really accomplish it.
I actually think about this way more than I should. So, like, watching professional athletes do something else is one of my, like, weird favorite things. Like, when they do the match, like watching, Josh Allen and Mahomes just stripe 315-yard drives down the middle. Like, I think it's very cool. And it's a good reminder of how unbelievably insane a lot of these guys are. And watching them do BP is kind of the same thing, right? Because it's like, these are guys who, could Joe Burrow have been a professional baseball player? My guess, based on that swing, is probably at some level.
That's good. That's good baseball analysis.
He gets it.
That was a beautiful Russell Wilson too, and I guess he was a minor leaguer, right? Or at least he was still drafted.
He's playing with the Yankees.
He's
on the Yankees.
Yeah.
Oh, he still is.
He's on the Yankees.
AJ Brown got drafted.
Yeah, he did. Actually signed with the Padres.
When?
Out of high school.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why he couldn't play at Ole Miss because he signed with the Padres, but he could play college football.
Wow, didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Now he's on the Yankees.
No, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's on the Yankees?
AJ Brown got drafted by the Padres in the 19th round out of high school.
Okay, absolute dog, his swing.
Yeah, he signed with them.
Russell Wilson, though, is on the Yankees right now, right?
Yes.
No.
He earned his pinstripes.
He shows
shortstop, if he wants
earned
to,
his
yeah.
pinstripes, yeah.
He's definitely not playing shortstop. Maybe second base.
So he is on maybe second base. Okay, so
there it is.
And
he goes to spring training with him, yeah.
Which he could go further if he wanted to.
Well, yeah, they're always are like, Russ, please stay. We want you. We need you. And he's like, sorry, guys.
Is that what the Yankees fans are saying?
No, absolutely.
Why don't you guys want him on the team? He's Russell Wilson.
He's pretty good. But, we don't need a guy popping out, 2 times in BP. We need a guy who's fucking going yard 5 times.
Oh, sorry. He's just in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He threw early.
It wasn't
He's a little
just
tired.
But no, Russell Wilson, very, very good at baseball.
That was incredible. Nobody even reacted to him hitting dingers.
Yeah, that was the coolest part. Like, oh, yeah, we get it. He's unbelievable.
Let's talk about some other things happening around the NFL. I guess the running back market's becoming a real thing.
Yeah.
The running back market's becoming a real thing. Ezekiel Elliott, Dalvin Cook, you want to throw in Adrian Peterson's in there as well? There's a lot of potential talent in the running back market, and there seemingly not a lot of payment from any places for anybody that's over the age of 24? What is the exact cutoff age? I guess we don't know. Derrick Henry on the second year or third year of a $50 million deal, which is massive. Christian McCaffrey currently playing on a very large deal as a running back. But other than those, there's not really much money out there, seemingly. Is that what the Dalvin Cook move was in Minnesota?
Well, first of all, we'll see. We got 3 running backs now who are up for contract extensions that are franchise tagged, right? So, Saquon could give this running back market a bounce. If he gets a deal, you got Josh Jacobs, obviously got Tony Pollard, who sounds like health-wise, Pollard is in a really, really good place. So, remember, franchised, broke his ankle, doing really, really well rehab-wise. So So we'll see if those get done, and maybe that gives it a bounce. But the Dalvin Cook thing is fascinating. I understand, I think, why the Vikings moved on. They basically replaced him with a younger, cheaper option, Alexander Madison, who has been really good when he's replaced Dalvin Cook. I understand everything. And still, when I was waiting to come on here, I was texting Garofalo and Pelissero on our little group text we got. And I was saying,
what's the title? The Insider.
With that?
Well, I can't tell you what it's titled.
Oh, it's dirty.
No, it's
not. It's dirty. You son of a gun.
Oh,
I will tell you, we have a boss that we love, who always calls at inopportune times.
nice.
We were about to go on TV and he's calling. You're like, why is Shot calling? Because his name is Dave Shot. So that is the name of our group text. Why is Shot calling? It's great.
I'm sure he's
but I-
pumped
Not
to
like
hear
shot-
that.
no, yeah,
I'm sure
shot
he's pumped
caller.
to hear that. He loves talking to the insiders, having
Yeah.
Rapoport on speed dial is quite the luxury of being the boss of the entire operation.
I mean, I wouldn't think he thinks it's that exciting, but no. So I was still texting those guys. I'm like, I still can't believe that the Vikings never got close to a trade. Never. No one wanted the contract, and it was obvious that they're releasing him at 27. Like, I don't understand how this happened. And I theoretically do this for a living, and I don't understand how the running back market got to a place where a 27-year-old being replaced is like, yeah, okay, no big deal.
It did seem
should
like that.
blow our minds.
Yeah, Madison, I guess, is very good. I guess his upside, the Vikings fans say he is going to be a guy. And then the conversation immediately pivoted to Justin Jefferson, I believe, if the Ron Johnson angle is accurate, they're going to have to pay him. So they need all the money they potentially need. And it's a new regime. So there's potentially new thoughts. Kevin O'Connell had a statement about him that they posted where basically said he loved Dalvin and everything like that. Very cordial. I think Dalvin is already kind of petitioning to potentially end up as a Miami Dolphin. Is that
would make some sense? Yeah. I mean, I know they were one of the teams that looked into a possible trade for him in March. Now they got a lot of running backs, but if you are a free agent running back, let's just say you happen to maybe live in Miami, which I know a lot of players do.
So Miami legend, I've been told. Hey, Miami legend,
was he?
Legend. Yeah, when he went to Florida State, I guess it was a big deal. Down there.
I mean, he's a pretty good player in college, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, just always been.
Wouldn't you, if you were a running back who was free, wouldn't you want to go play in that system though? That actually makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, and it would probably work out. And he scored touchdowns in that stadium before to the tune of a 53-yarder.
That's right.
We just seen it on his Twitter yesterday. Literally. Can't wait to see how it all pans out. Ty has a question for you, Ian Rapoport.
Repsy, what's going on with the 49ers QB situation? Brock Purdy is seemingly, right on track, so we assume that he's going to start, but then they've also said that Trey Lance looks good and Sam Darnold might be the greatest 49er quarterback of all time. Are they going to go into the season with all three of those guys, or is there a chance that one of them gets moved?
I would say let's start with Purdy. It does sound like he's doing well. So
there we go, Purdy.
A couple times a week. And based on what he did last year, him coming in, if he's healthy, if he is fully cleared, good to go, no restrictions by, I think now it'd probably be late August, that would be really good. Does he play in a preseason game or not? I don't know. I don't know if anybody cares about that anymore, honestly. I think he is the starter going in if he is healthy, which is a very good thing. If Trey Lance is progressing as they say, and I have not been able to watch practice, but based on the people I've spoken with, they have been impressed. Then the 49ers have options. And the options are they could, let's say Trey Lance gets in a preseason game and lights it up.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Love's about to be a starter. A year ago, everyone knew he was not good enough. And now everyone knows he is good enough because we saw him play and he looked good and natural.
Who said that? You guys who said that?
Who said that?
No one here.
Everybody.
No one here.
Wow.
Who's that?
Sending your little text messages, you name after your boss?
No.
Is that what you're talking about? Are you too far in? Why are you doing this, Dot, or whatever? Dave, Dow?
Dave Shot.
Shot? Whatever the guy's name is?
Shotty.
Is that everybody in that text message?
Most people were, I think, really assuming that Jordan Love would not be very good. And then saw him this year. I'm like, oh, wow. Maybe, it takes a couple years to learn.
He does.
And I think for Trey Lance, it is possible that's the same thing. And so here are the options, right? Let's say he goes out and balls in a preseason game or, happens to start a regular season game or two and looks good. Their options are do nothing, keep him, have a really good backup quarterback or maybe great something else, or trade him for a value that's pretty solid. Like, those are good options. And I don't know what the 49ers are going to do, but more good players is better than fewer good players. And having options of players you can trade helps a lot. So could they keep 3? They definitely could, but they got some really fascinating different ways to go.
Connor.
Rap sheet, are the Commander sale, is that done? Or are we good with the Harris
what's
group
up with
now?
this?
Yeah, and also, is there any more news on the trademark not being able to be completed? And is there still a thought that maybe they go with the Washington Wild Hogs?
The Wild Hogs would be a great name.
That's Tim Allen.
Yeah, good movie.
I would
the way
wear
they
a
fucking
Wild
ride those bikes.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Bill H. Macy.
Ray Liotta.
This was a movie?
Just as
Are you kidding me?
Are you
Rap?
What?
Yeah, it's a
Johnny
biker
Travolta.
gang,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Jeez Louise. Are you where do you what in what
Biker
world
gang?
do you live that you don't know Wild Hogs?
Yes, wake up.
Actually, Foxy's favorite movie.
Boom.
It is.
The only
Look at those guys.
You, listen,
only biker gang
you don't
movie I
fuck with
saw
those
was that one
guys. Somebody
the only
did. They
biker
found
gang
out.
movie I saw was
Sorry.
Brian Bosworth.
Brian Bosworth.
What was that biker gang
was a
movie Brian
football
Bosworth
player.
is in?
Brian Bosworth's on the cover of like Life magazine or something.
He's the Dr. Pepper guy, I thought.
Yes, he is.
Is
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Dr. Pepper guy?
He's the
He's
sheriff.
sheriff.
Of,
Yeah, sheriff.
Fanville.
Yeah.
Who was the little Dr. Pepper guy? Who was he?
Mr. Love or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That was a good
Sweetness.
Sweetness.
Little, yeah, a little
That guy
sweetness.
was
Kid
awesome.
Rock had a motorcycle movie.
All right.
His life is a motorcycle movie.
Are you saying all
didn't
right?
see
Are
it.
you this is very, very
Yeah.
Oh, and
Mr.
this
Owen.
guy. Yeah.
Stone Cold was the movie. Stone Cold was the
No, he's a
Bosworth
wrestler,
motorcycle
dude.
movie.
holy hell. It's just got pulled up Blu-ray.
Yeah.
A cop who enforces his own
That's pretty
brand of
sweet.
justice.
He's on a trike. Okay.
Okay, boss.
It's on they call those geezer gliders, I do believe
What is that
nowadays.
hair?
But not with bars on it.
No,
No way. We got to move stuff. I couldn't even fathom the amount of drugs that he has in there that he's moving.
So many.
Or guns that he has in there that he's moving.
Footballs.
Have you watched any of these documentaries about what these biker gangs were able to accomplish on 2 wheels with a motorcycle? The things they were stuffing
Oh, yeah.
inside of these to like move back and forth. I guess they ran Canada for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Canada, do you have any inside information on these fires? Are we gonna be all right?
First of all, I read Hell's Angels by Hunter Thompson, which was the most eye-opening account of motorcycle gangs I've ever read. And you guys should read it. It's bonkers.
It's a great book. I've never read it, but
You should. Maybe they'll make a movie out of it.
I hope they do with writer's strike.
I will say this. I'm in New York. Air was pretty clear today.
Oh, AQI low.
Hey.
That's big.
Now, I played golf 2 days ago. Eyes were a little not feeling good. Throw wasn't good. Made it through. Stayed in yesterday. Safety. And played today.
Okay, anyways, let's get back to it. They're going to sell that team, or is Josh Harris going to be the owner? Like, what is the deal? What is the deal?
Yeah.
Like, actually, this thing's been sold 3 times at this point.
Yeah.
And then Jim Irsay has become kind of the spokesperson for this.
Yes.
Shout out, Jim. Love that. Hope he continues to do that. How'd that happen? And how close are we? And is there another entity potentially about to come in on Magic Johnson, even though he was on the Today Show saying, we hope we are the winning bid or whatever?
Please.
Is Magic Johnson about to not be an owner in the NFL? Is that real?
No. A couple of things. So it does feel like this has been sold 3 times. The coverage, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But the coverage there's been a lot of it. So basically the latest update.
Yeah,
There's
there
been
has
a lot.
been. Yeah, 32 teams. Yeah. When one of
I'm
them's
just
for
saying.
sale.
Magic's asking, are we done?
Yeah.
We done. I mean, we're done. So Josh Harris and his partners had a meeting with the finance committee on Wednesday. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, Wednesday. And basically presented his plan to kind of like adjust, move some money around. It sounded like the meeting went good. Should be all systems go. And I would expect in some point in July, maybe like right around the start of training camp, have a special league meeting, vote it in, be officially done. Like that is all where it's going. It's going to happen.
All right. Well, congrats to Josh Harris.
And they're not changing the name.
Huge.
They're not changing the name.
Damn
Ever. Never.
I don't think ever. No.
Jason Wright's sticking around. Do you know anything about that? Seems like he's done a great job.
I think there's still some things to be
Oh,
determined.
no.
That's a no.
What do you know?
Are you kidding me, Rap?
A lot of times what happens when new owners come in, they'll evaluate for a year.
Oh, my
Sometimes
Sorry, Jay.
they want their own people.
guy
Sometimes
turned the
they
whole
don't. We'll
franchise
see what
around.
happens.
Smack you in
I'm
the
not
mouth.
saying anything.
He's on the list.
Sorry,
He's
Jason.
going to smack you in the mouth.
A lot of times, new owners come in,
Send him the clip.
they look around and they say,
You just got clipped off.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
Clip it
just
off.
got clipped off, what you just said. Nobody was listening to anything you were saying
After
right there.
that,
No.
no.
All we were thinking about is, wow, Jason Wright.
They're going to kill
Why are
him.
they gonna do it?
The guy who's
Now,
a player in the league.
Saved them.
Player in the
They
league.
saved the team.
his status will be evaluated like everyone else. And I was, big year for Ron Rivera and all the football people as well.
Jeez.
Every year's a big
It's a
year.
feel-good
What
Friday
the
rap.
fuck?
Yeah, it's not Fired Friday.
They got Sam Howell. They're good.
Cool hat.
All
by
right,
the way.
let's get out of here. Yeah, the Yeti hat is sweet. What is that? What is that?
I think it's fishing. Could be fishing.
Angling, ass wipe.
Angling.
Sweet.
I've been fishing like twice. Now I do eat fish a lot.
Oh, like the fish oils.
Yeah.
Got it. So you wear that hat to like golf, and you just the people you're golfing with, you're like, yeah, fucking just out there. You know what I mean?
I didn't wear it to play golf today. I wore a different hat, but I put it on for this show because I wanted a nice, clean one for the show.
Well, we appreciate.
Because I
everything
respect you guys.
Nice.
No, listen, you don't need to. We appreciate and respect you for what you do, even though we know what you're doing when you're doing it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We know what you're doing when you're doing it.
Prick.
And I think that's why this thing works out so well. We appreciate you cutting your round short. Let's talk about that a little bit more. You said that you punched out with a 6-iron or something like that instead of using a wedge on 9th hole, I think it was, or maybe the 6th hole. I forget which hole it was. But you said you had 2 birdies. Where are we right now, scratch-wise? Where are we? What's our handicap? Are you still walking every single course? And how many holes are you playing a day at this point?
I would say I played most days. You'd think I'd be better, but I'm not. I went from a 9.5 handicap to a 12.5 over the last month. So going the wrong direction.
You fool.
You're broken. That means you're broken, right?
No, I was broken. Now I'm on my way to being fixed again. Optimism. I'm starting to play better.
Sound like you just did a religious ceremony.
Yeah.
Right there. But the whole
It was a lot.
But like you
My wife
stink.
had to yell at me. My wife had to yell at me.
So what happened? New clubs, new swing, mental habit.
Ayahuasca?
Had a
Good question.
You shipped the kids out of town.
No, the kids haven't
Not
been
yet.
shipped out of town.
Oh,
Not
that's
yet.
why.
He was a 9.5 when the kids were Fiji, 6 months.
Yep.
So that's what he needs.
Then when they came back, he started to kind of drift off.
Just shut the fuck up, Max. I'm trying to go.
All right, I understand. Is that what took? Is
Kill
that
him
what
a golf
happened?
game.
No, I fell apart completely. And then I took a lesson.
Short game driver.
And,
What?
all of the things. So I played with a couple of my buddies. I lost everything, played terrible, and came back and was not speaking. And Leah had to literally yell at me that if it's not fun, why am I playing? And it did not feel good. And then I got myself together, pulled myself up on my bootstraps, got a lesson, learned how to hit out of the bunker, and I've been heading in a positive direction ever since.
You're at a 9, not being able to hit out of the bunker.
I mean, when I was a 9, I could hit out of the bunker, but
Oh, you just had
it
forgotten.
all fell apart. It all was bad.
Man, that had to be such a shame. That had to be
That's
such
a bummer.
such a bummer.
Now, I will say
How about how pissed he was? His wife's like, "We're not doing this.
Yeah, man up. Sack up, rap.
You are not good enough
Sack
at
of
golf
wine.
to
No.
be this man."
Break any clubs?
I don't really do that. I just stew internally. I basically didn't talk for 5 holes and then came home and didn't talk to anyone, and she was not happy about that.
Getting no breaking news. Too.
Is that you think it's because you're like so uber competitive, or you think you're going to be very good at golf? Is that you think you're going to be a pro someday?
No, but I think that is the problem. That realizing you kind of suck is a very important thing in golf. I thought I was going to be good, but now I realize I suck, and I'm having a lot more fun. So I'm starting to get a little bit better.
Boom. There's people that like, and I guess you do this, and I respect people that do. I can't though. There's people that like keep score completely. Like they're in the PGA every time they golf. You know what I mean? Like
That's me.
What a miserable life.
Man.
Ian gets so mad because he put so much time into it, and you put all this time into it, and you still stink. It's like, man,
You're not
why
mad,
am I
you're
doing
disappointed.
this?
That's it.
Yes.
That was the whole thing.
Yep.
But you can
I mean,
booze
and
while
I
you
was
do
like,
it.
Yeah, but like you're
yeah,
not supposed
like
to.
how could I be so bad but put so much time? And now I took a step back, took stock of my life, realized that there are some things that are positive. You guys are among them.
Oh,
hell yeah.
So you had an ayahuasca moment without having to go down to the jungle.
Yeah, no plant medicine necessary.
Good for you. Plant medicine.
Plant
Good work.
medicine.
That's
This
right.
guy.
Look at you, big brain. Were you on a crew podcast the other day? Did I see?
And it's your fault.
Well, of course.
Not your fault.
Yeah,
but
we-
it's your guy.
Boom. Big Ben rap sheet.
Yeah, as soon as we saw that you were on a rowing podcast, And by we, I mean me. As soon as I saw you promoting that you were on a rowing podcast, I'm like, this guy probably just became one of the fucking voices of rowing all of a sudden.
The insider of
'Cause
rowing.
I don't know. The only thing I know about rowing is that it was being used as a place to give scholarships to the rich kids. Whenever they're trying to go to
that was a
side
great
door.
documentary.
Great documentary. What was it, the emissions scandal or something like that?
Yeah.
The side door that was being used, rowing teams were scholarships that were going in. Because I don't even know. And then the Winklevi, I think that was another introduction. So we know of this world, but I've never met a human that has been in this world. You're our first. And I had to think about, like, a lot of people probably had heard about rowing even existing as a college sport for the first time through you. So now are you a voice of fucking rowing? How proud is the rowing community of you, pal?
I assume. I mean, I've gotten some texts from teammates who I haven't talked
Teammates.
to.
Reunion.
20 years.
yeah.
This is awesome.
I'm sure they're rolling their eyes knowing that I was not very good, but now I'm the one having a podcast dedicated
You
to
were
me.
the engine
It was a
in
good
the front.
experience. I went down memory lane.
So you got dunked on by the good crew team members. They were like, "Are you the one that should be speaking about being on the?"
Yeah, you're heaviest guy on the boat.
Yeah, you were
I
weighing us down.
I wouldn't say
actually.
I got dunked on, but they were definitely like, "Huh, that was interesting."
Did you hear all those doofuses talking about how skinny we were in comparison to you? Yeah, that's because if you ever put an anchor on a boat, yeah, we're trying not to be that.
Right.
Tougher to row.
Is that what everybody was saying? Is everybody getting mad about the attention you were getting, or what?
No, I mean, I think they were just. I mentioned some names on the podcast. I think they're happy to hear that. Look, it's rowing does not get a lot of mainstream, so I think they and I'll tell you what, they appreciated that you guys, had some fun with it, but did not make fun of the sport. So you guys took it like a serious sport. They appreciated that part.
Bro, it is miserable. You do the workout.
So difficult.
Anybody that does that professionally or in a college level, it's like, more power to you. I don't know how you're existing with that being your every single day, but good luck out there. Good luck to you, too, the rest of the weekend. Let's break some news. Rap.
Yeah, come on, Rap.
I appreciate it. I'm on it. I'm all business starting now.
You got golf? You got golf this weekend?
No, I got Belmont this weekend. Taking the boys.
Okay. Any of your horses running?
My horse is running Sunday. So not in the big race, but in the little race after.
Are you sticking around for your horse or are you leaving?
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But I'll be watching
What a
on
shitty owner.
YouTube
Jeez.
or whatever. No,
What about the air
watching
quality for the horses?
Yeah,
up
are you
there?
worried?
Yeah, what is the AQI?
Parnak is the horse's name, by the way. Filly. Very pretty horse.
Yeah, you don't even want to watch her.
Right.
So I
On YouTube, I'll watch. I don't know if you know this. There's a lot of great things to watch on YouTube.
You're right. And there always will be.
Yep.
Forever.
We appreciate you, Rap. Have a great weekend, pal. Good luck to your horse on Sunday,
care.
even though you
Thank you,
won't
guys.
tell her personally.
Right.
But you will.
In spirit, though. In spirit.
Yeah.
Well.
You'll take the winnings, though, in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Not in spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, you're Rap Boy.
Yeah, Rap.
I love Rap.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's the best.
He did kind of put me in a spot, though. Said he could do something. And I said, don't have to do that.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'll do it. And then his Instagram story, as soon as I opened it, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's having the best day of his life.
He
And
was,
blames
though.
us.
Yeah, it sounds like he doesn't like golf anymore.
Sounds like he went from a 9 to 12, so.
Yeah.
No, but he's back. Remember, he found it.
Yeah, did he?
He's saying that.
And
He can hit
once
out
he
of the
was-
bunker now.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
So-
he's feeling a different thing.
So
If he had the yips, though, there's a chance that after he had those two birdies on the front, he's double or tripling his first two holes on the back.
So that is something with golf I'm realizing. There's a chance that just one hole ruins your whole day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was like,
But you can't be.
It's on the Zipline episode, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
He was so bummed he didn't win.
Yeah.
They keep showing the clips of him that keeps riding it over and over again. Yeah, this reminded me of when I watched it.
Yeah.
He just fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Kept pulling on the wire.
Man, whenever
Shut
you,
up, Mike.
whenever you, when you love something that much, you hope you get to experience it and enjoy it as much as he did.
Yep.
Him eating lunch.
Yeah, ask him, hey, how's your relationship going? Fine. And he's shoveling the shit in his mouth.
Drinking water. So good.
Think about him piecing these ideas together.
That's not even anywhere near the weirdest thing he has going on in that. Like every episode.
What is wrong with this guy?
The fact that he thought of this and then executed it is what
the
makes
doggy
it
door
great.
with the pig wearing the Nixon mask might be the.
I did see that too.
Dude, he's brilliant, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He is absolutely brilliant. That's a 101 there, though.
Yeah.
We need to enjoy this
The fast food one.
as we're going through it.
Pay it forward.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to go.
Yeah. Please, I'm doing something.
All right, let's get to a break. Hour 3 will be on the other side. We have no guests, but we'll have phone calls.
Oh, yeah. Here we
on
go.
the 5-hour energy phone line. Cannot wait to chat with the people about what was, their favorite part of the week, sports-wise.
Sports-wise.
Can have the aliens playing sports, though. That's how it's our show.
Yep.
We didn't want to talk about aliens, but it came into our world.
Sports-wise.
We kind of guided it into our world, but it's here.
It's here.
Just like they are, I'm thinking. And if they're playing sports, they're playing against us.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and beat them. Right, AJ?
Of course. We're going to win for sure.
Well, I signed you up for an Oklahoma drill. I hope you fucking are ready.
Mm-hmm. I better go low if this dude's 10 feet tall.
That's why I think leverage game. That's why Oklahoma's good.
Yeah, we got the advantage.
Imagine one of those dudes out in the edge rushing the passer, though. You're
We don't wanna
10
go.
feet tall.
Or blocking.
We don't want to go 11 on 11.
No.
No.
That's Oklahoma. I think we want to keep in a shoe
For sure.
Close quarters. We want
Yeah.
close quarters, and we'll get in there like Mike Tyson.
in a phone booth.
Yep.
Mike Tyson at the tennis event today.
Yeah, on his phone, wearing yellow. You could definitely see him the whole.
Looked awesome.
Are they still playing or Joker win?
Joker won.
Congrats,
Nice.
Joker.
Yeah,
Plus
we
175.
After
175.
after the cramp or whatever, he didn't lose a set or a game.
Alcaraz, once we saw that maybe hydration was catching up to him, you got that and a pissed off Joker. Huh, good luck.
Nighty night.
Thought this kid
Good luck.
young legs, huh?
Joker says, that's funny.
Yeah. See ya.
Now he's going for the all-time
Trying to steal my decals, which is what Alcaraz was trying to do to Joker.
What? Yes.
Right. Joker's decals were best tennis player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Alcaraz stealing the decals.
Yeah.
He's a frat guy.
No.
Joker said, not so fast, my friend. I remained unvaccinated. Wasn't allowed to play in multiple big-time majors that would have built my legacy, and I probably would have won so much money. Speaking of money, I spent a lot of it to go buy my own medical company. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to go quietly into the night, AJ. I don't think.
How old is he now?
36?
Dude, plus 175 today. I had no idea that was the case.
I know. You get Joker plus money. You take it.
I wish against the new number one.
Yeah.
It's like that's even more in Joker's mind. Not only is it like plus money, it's like, oh, really?
I'm a dog.
It's one of those, huh?
An underdog.
Oh, this guy's the guy. That was a guarantee. We missed out on it. Tennis is happening, though. Hockey's happening. Basketball's happening this evening.
Let's go.
We got a lot of magical sports events and phone calls on the other side of this break. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Take 5.
Bye.
Ain't nothing Lady Grey can't handle.
Turn left onto 33rd Street.
They said to come to the loading dock. Yeah, they want to set up a shot, so they're going to come out with cameras and like show that we're tailgating. Tailgate spot. U-turn? Is that what he's saying? We're just doing a U-turn. Want to move up?
And this guy tells Zeke, yeah, hey, just follow that car right down that way. And so we're thinking, okay, no problem.
Backing up.
So Zeke moseys on down this way and just fucking
God. Jesus Christ. Oh. I think it's stuck. Fuck. But I fucking told you guys. Like, come on, dude.
Who told you to go through here?
These guys did.
Nah, you supposed to come through this shot like right here. I didn't say to go underneath there.
You told me M.
Yeah, right down this lane here.
Fuck.
The left side.
Come on, guys. Fucking A. I'll be looking out there. Oh, fuck.
So what you just heard was a RV that was clearly too tall for an awning that was hanging over. And Zito was going so fast in that the entire RV ended up under the awning.
Yep.
And it wasn't until they were all the way under that Zito said, "Oh, I think we're stuck." And at that moment, he puts it in reverse and rides back through all of it. And that's what the piercing sound of metal that you heard ripping through.
Fuck, what should we do? Fucking dude. Did I fucking everything up there? The backside fucked too? How's it going, sir? Yeah. Yeah, they just keep fucking sending us through here.
Just sending somebody out, just hang tight, alright? Did you check the top?
It's destroyed.
Scratched up?
No, like the whole thing is. Oh, fuck. Like, they're gonna fucking send me fucking through somewhere.
You good though? Everybody alright in there?
Yeah.
Stay calm. Yeah, you're right. Stay calm, too. They told you to go through. You want to suck your clearance.
I am on the bus with the rest of the WWE roster driving by. There's 2 fire trucks, there's a cop, there's paramedics, there's quite a scene.
Fucking A. How's it going, sir? Oh, yeah, they sent me through, and I was just like, alright. Yeah.
And we're just rolling by going into the fucking MetLife Stadium, and I get a Corey Graves. Is that your RV?
Yeah, you guys hear about McAfee's guys? Drove a fucking RV into the arena? Into the arena. That road to WrestleMania, man.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's the furthest I've ever seen any vehicle get underneath that fucking awning. Look at the ladder on the back of the RV, it's almost fucking off.
Light bulbs are falling. The ceiling
God.
is made of styrofoam. There's styrofoam dust falling everywhere.
The air conditioning unit probably weighs like 250 pounds. And it's just laying up there, and we're like, what should we do with this? The guy's like, oh, it's a rental. You want to fucking take that with you? Trust me.
You gotta be shitting.
So eventually, he was like, yeah, actually, it's leaking a good deal of coolant. Why don't you just throw it down the fucking hill over there?
You know what? I mean, the damage is gone. I was you say who's left there at the action? I mean, it's gone. It's gone.
Damage is already done. Just throw that thing down the fucking hill.
It was a good run. It was a good run.
So we thought you were going to fire us all, going to be so pissed. And then we look at the group chat and you say, boys, the hashtag road to WrestleMania is not always a smooth one. Somebody send the RV agreement to Phil. And then in all caps with a quote, we took the roof off at the MetLife.
So I'm looking around. The cop's like, I was trying to explain to the cop, like, this guy, and I'm like looking around, no one's there. And I'm like, shoot. And he was basically telling me it was supposed to be a $500 ticket. So he was like, but I brought it down at $85. But I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, it wasn't my fault. The guy told me to go. He was like, well, it was careless of you to go.
Let's get the fuck out of here. That was wild.
Absolutely insane.
All things considered, I think we're okay.
$85 ticket?
So what was the ticket for?
Careless driving. And I was like, is it careless fucking instructions?
I think it's low enough now if you want to make those calls.
Go, go, go.
Hey, we're good.
Appreciate you guys.
Why?
Let's go.
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this fantastic Feel Good Friday, June 9, 2023. Hour 3 of this program starts right now.
Feel Good!
Friday, I hope you're having one. AJ Hawk, the Toxic Table, is here. At Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys Turn Diggs is here. And all the boys in the back. It's been a great week, boys.
Hell yeah.
Fun week.
Hell yeah, bro.
Another off-season week. Dahn, AJ Hawk, here we go. How do you feel about it?
Feel good. Today felt like Saturday for some reason from the jump, so I don't know why.
Got a 3-day weekend in your mind.
Yeah, good for you.
I'm happy it's a weekend activity. We're lucky to be spending a weekend with AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, how about this Saturday? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Hawker.
Saturday.
You know, it is
Must have been all
summer.
the smoke. The smoke in the air is messing me up. That must be it, right?
Remember, he came on the show whenever we had the high AQI earlier this week, and he said, hope your baby lungs are all right.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Now he's all
Remember
fudged
that?
up.
He said, what are your meteorologists and weather people saying? Stay inside. Okay, hope you guys are good over there in Indiana. And then next day, Columbus, Dublin, over across Pennsylvania. Then New York all of a sudden becomes a movie, Gotham.
Yeah.
And then that thing's gone. Congrats all of us surviving the fucking smoke.
We did it.
Congrats, everybody.
Didn't we?
We
did.
I read something. It was an interview with a Canadian firefighter. Apparently in Canada, they don't even try to put them out.
No, I seen that one plane.
Well, yeah, unless
How'd they
they're
start?
unless they're like coming like near like a city or a town or something like that. It's a good question, AJ.
AJ, you asked Rap that as well. You know, I heard you ask that. We're all
For real, I've been asking it from the jump.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the answers that I've seen have been like they were prepared or planned ones because they do that every year somehow. And there's like these weird things that come out of like the Earth community. They're like, well, we got to cut these trees down for the good of the trees, for the good of future trees, or we got to burn these down. It's like when people talk like, oh, you got to cut the dead end
off your hair.
They almost feel like you got to do that.
Are we talking controlled burns?
I think that's what some people said on the internet, I believe, because that's for
They
the
do
good
that.
of
That's a
everything.
real thing sometimes, yeah. I get it.
I don't understand how that is, but I mean, I'm sure it makes sense to people that
Well,
study
with you,
this
let it
stuff.
get out of hand. That's the problem. I watched actually, I believe, when I was visiting Jordy one time, they were burning like, I don't know how many acres of land. They had to burn it for whatever reason, the crop to reset it and all that.
Oh, to do it new, to flip it over from beans to wheats.
There's like over harvesting too.
And then you got to keep that thing controlled in there.
Yeah.
You need you need a trench
That's right.
around like it's castle.
Yep.
Yeah, water.
Yeah, need water in there. With sharks, too, because the sharks, that necktie mentality, whenever that fire comes into water.
Well, we've
Did
been
you see
seeing
that
some
one?
sharks lately, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I
did.
don't know.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Man.
They got his fucking ass though.
They did.
The shark's
Wait, was
dead
he in
than
the stomach?
shit.
Did they cut the guy out?
I don't know if they were able to save the guy, but they did. You know how, like.
They didn't save him. I know that.
Yeah, certainly not. You know, Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
with the eye, I got the head.
Yeah. Chubbs.
You know, I think the people were trying to have that moment where they're like,
I think so.
hey, guy, the shark got your torso.
That one was tough.
And everything, but
Yeah.
we got it all. You know what I mean? They did try to claim victory over that. We need to not get into water with sharks.
Ever.
And also, these whales are starting to really start to gossip.
Oh, yeah.
They are.
That's kind of
The
awful.
orcas.
These whales are kind of saying, hey, you know what? It actually is our ocean.
Yeah.
You guys have been kind of fucking around here
Sick of
a little bit
That
too
was
much.
kind of cool.
They're teaming up. These things are these killer whales. These things that are the size of buildings swimming around in the ocean out there that come up and blow air
Yeah.
up hundreds of feet in the air.
Yep.
Roll hole.
They jump somehow. They're this incredibly explosive species that is just so fucking big. They're tag teaming with each other
Oh, yeah.
They are.
to flip boats.
Yeah, taking out boats.
Yeah, yachts.
Think about that, AJ.
Just like
Why?
Avatar.
They're doing it for Lolita.
This is potentially for Lolita, who has been promised to be freed.
Or are they warning?
Look at this
Lolita?
fucking thing, dude.
So big.
I mean, the fact, too, like, the killer whales, too. Like, I know when we were in Mexico, they had what are they, sperm whales? We saw them all the time. They were really cool. But to see, like, Shamu right next to you or whatever his name, Willie, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, you just got to hope that you maybe do come upon Lolita, and when you put your hand down there, Lolita forgets that she's in the wild, and it's like, oh, I'm back in whatever, and just kind of eats the fish and then does a little trick and swims away.
Right.
Because if Lolita remembers everything that happened to Lolita while she was eating that, and like that face, I feel like Lolita's got a little bit of an axe to grind.
Yeah,
For
she's
sure.
taking the top of your torso with her.
What's up, everybody's okay out there? Let's stay on. We're land
Yeah.
animals.
Get in the pool.
Look at the beach.
Yeah. Don't be swimming out there.
Have you ever met somebody that loves scuba diving? I have.
Really?
They love it, dude.
Are they nut
scuba?
jobs?
What's that?
The scuba?
Yes.
Are they freaks or
no?
We know you know him.
Scuba guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do know.
I'm racking my
Great
brain
voice.
right now.
I don't want to be the guy that breaks the news, but like Michael Cole is like a scuba diver, like a
Scuba enthusiast.
Oh. What a freak!
He's like a
Where'd he go?
scuba diver.
All over the world or something?
Yeah, like when they travel and do stuff, and then like when he's not doing it, he like really does it. You got to get like certified and do the whole thing.
Oh yeah, no joke. That's why I've never done it. I don't want to get the bends.
I did snuba in Hawaii. You don't have to get certified for that, and it was probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my whole life.
What do you do? You're in the aquarium, right? That's what a snuba is?
No, so you have like there's a huge line that goes down that allows you to breathe, and you don't have the gas on your back, so that's why you don't have to get certified. And you go down. We probably went like 30, 40 feet. I'm guessing it was the coolest thing I ever done.
And it was like you were in an aquarium.
Yes, exactly. Water was so clear, fish everywhere.
Were you smoking dope?
No, but I wish I did at that time.
Could you fathom being down in there? There's no thought of shacks.
No thought of it, and it's so calm. Like it's so silent. It's awesome.
Shacks kind of scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, no thought of it till they roll up on you.
I was at a wedding in North Carolina one time, and I think it's Ocean City, North Carolina, maybe. Oh,
Off of Nag's Head?
maybe. It was kind of like a small town out there. We're out in the water though. That was the first time I've ever been to a place where like hey,
the shacks out.
Yeah.
get the fuck in here.
Especially
and then
down
you
there.
get on the land and you see all the fins. And then you see them like over by the dock, like kind of flopping around. It's like, I was just taking a piss. I was taking a piss right there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see a shark fin go. It's like, I'm in the movie all of a sudden. Did they just kill everybody? No, because I seen that one kayaker punch him right in the nose.
They're like tornadoes.
You're fine.
They'll-
You're okay.
We
they'll
got the
miss this
sharks, right?
house, they'll miss that house, and then they'll take your house. That's how sharks are.
Yeah,
They'll swim by a couple people and then be like, oh, how about that motherfucker?
Well, that's the thing about these whales. These whales are real smart.
Oh yeah.
They strategize. They're taking out the whole colony, not just one person.
Big brain.
Yeah, it feels like sharks are just so hunter mentality that they're just going whatever's in front of them. That's why you punch them in the nose, you're probably pretty good.
Yep.
We got to keep an eye on these whales, though.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, let's keep an eye on these whales, AJ, especially the one that Jim Irsay's freeing.
Yeah.
That one should be a good sign from us, right?
You think
Yeah,
it
we'll
will?
see. All bark, no bite. If he actually gets Lolita out.
He was supposed to have 2 orcas out this decade.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the first one? Huh?
Lolita's about to jump over the rocks like Free Willy in no time.
Yeah, I've been here.
You remember when you're
Lolita's-
bawling your eyes out as a kid?
Oh yeah.
That's what's about to happen. Jim Irsay's actually going to be sitting in the spot in which the camera was in Free Willy when Lolita hops her 40-year-old ass up out of that enclosure, out of that captivity,
Yeah.
into freedom. Boom.
Sure.
And Jim's going to go, Pards, you see that, brother?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Let's go to the phones.
Because I'm not so sure anymore.
Let's go to Will in Minnesota. How you doing, Will? What do you want to talk about?
Hey,
There we go, Will.
how you doing?
Keep it moving.
He's up there.
Hey, Will.
So we talked about with Rabshi, the expensive running backs, the older running backs are on expensive contracts. You think Dalvin Cook just got released today?
Yes,
Zeke Elliott, he's still not on the team. What's the value of that expensive running back? I mean, the last, I don't have it in front of me, but the last 10 Super Bowl winners haven't had a rusher over 1,000 yards.
Oh, Ron Johnson.
So that's my question. What are the value of those expensive running backs?
Well, great question. We're trying to figure that out right now, and I think we're about to watch it all happen with Zeke and Dalvin Cook and Adrian Peterson being available. And obviously, people are going to view Adrian Peterson differently, but it is a big name in the running back community that could still be signed to a team, and it'll assumingly be a one-year, very low number for AP. But, what is it for Zeke? What is it for Dalvin? What is the say about we're not going to pay any running back until you potentially do have Dalvin Cook on your team? Will you maybe put up a little bit more money as opposed to what we're thinking it's going to be? I don't know. $2 million coming from the Minnesota Vikings to Dalvin Cook next year. If he gets more than that, that'll offset. The Vikings will owe him nothing at all in the release if that was the case. So I think Dalvin will have a market. I think he'll get paid. Anytime you're a great football player, teams are going to try to sign you. All he needs is 2 of them to know that each other are in, and hopefully the money will be able to go up. But it is a thin time to be in the running back market, seemingly, AJ.
We talked about it yesterday. It seems like now for what you do with running backs, if you draft a guy, you play him on his rookie deal and you franchise him, then you let him go and you let somebody else pay him, or nobody pays him now, or you sign a vet like this who's a stud and you get him on a 1 or 2 year deal.
He's outrunning corners, man. He's so good.
Still got it.
Always has been good.
He's in his prime. Honestly, he's 27, almost 28.
Let him go. Just why not have him on your team? You know what I mean?
This is like the whole thing where it's like, well, you could, hang on to a guy for one more year, or you could trade him, but you still get him for that one last year.
Yeah, you only have, at least you have him on your team.
Yes.
Dalvin Cook not being on your team, I think, is bad for your team, but Madison's a great football player. They'll figure it out over there. Madison has been great. I can't wait to see where Dalvin goes.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what happens. Remember, Christian McCaffrey goes to the Niners in the middle of the season, and everybody's like, well, they already got people. And he threw a touchdown that game. He caught a touchdown that game, and he ran it, and he got the ball like 30 times. So there's a little bit differences, I think. Some people view some things. Not that the Miami Dolphins running back room isn't good. It's a great room. I think there is a little bit of a separator between, like, a guy who's maybe going to be remembered as one of the greats versus, some other people that are good, very good at football.
And the Dolphins, they have all the old 49ers running backs. And then they saw what happened to the Niners offense when the Niners decided to get a premier running back and not just one of those 49ers running backs. So maybe that's just something to look at.
Depth chart here for the Miami Dolphins at running back. Raheem Mostert, obviously a guy. Jeff Wilson Jr., guy.
Nice.
A-Chain out of Texas A&M, guy. We assume Myles Gaskin, guy.
Gaskins.
Okay, we got a bunch of guys. We understand there's a bunch of guys. Very good. NFL running backs are going to be good at football. A-Chain's going to be a dog, we assume.
Right.
Dalvin Cook, proven dog.
Yes.
Absolute outright dog. How much will they pay him? We don't know. Let's go to Chad in New York on the 500 phone line. What's going on, Chad?
Happy Feel Good fucking Friday.
Hell yeah, Chad. Hell yeah, Chad. Hell yeah.
With this big baseball program, I want to know if you guys have heard of Ellie De La Cruz out of Cincinnati.
Guys, Chad. Come on. Of course.
Yeah.
Chad.
Dog.
What do you think this is? You think we don't know about the guy that in his first game or something like that steps into the batter's box, swings that left-handed beautiful swing, and ends up standing straight up and down like this in the back of the batter's box while hitting the ball into the fucking moon, pal?
Come on.
Yeah, we know he is. He's electrifying. He's a guy. Are you a Reds fan, Chad?
Absolutely not. I'm a Boston Red Sox fan, but this guy is going to be...
Go Sox, Smith.
I think he said this guy's going to be the face of the league. There's a chance with these young stars, Shohei, De La Cruz, Cruz, O'Neal,
Cruise Missile,
Trot doing his thing. He's baseball in perfect hands right now.
Yeah.
Seems like it, right, AJ? Doesn't it?
They're all in terrible.
I know Cincy's pretty excited. The Reds are selling some tickets.
You think he will stay? So, like, the Cruise Missile came and then he got hurt, like fractured something.
Early.
Leg.
Is he going to be back?
Like September.
Yeah, long time.
Jeez.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
That dude was throwing gas across the
Running fast,
hardest
throwing
throwing
gas,
ball.
and hitting fucking bombs, my friend.
Then he breaks his fucking leg.
Buccos are leading the NL Central, though, so we'll be fine.
Hell yeah, and we know how many divisions there are.
So many.
Where are the Reds?
Central, East, West,
North.
Four.
Reds a game behind.
No, we're probably ahead of you if I had to guess.
Way ahead of the Reds.
We're the NL Central. Yeah, you guys stink, dude. What are we? Are you in the NL Central?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You don't even know, dude.
Idiot.
I know, I don't.
The NL Central is the Brewers, of course.
Oh,
The
leading.
Dogs that are the Pirates. The Reds are 3 games.
5 games back. We're right in the driver's seat. 5 games back. That's where we want to be.
5-5 in your last.
What happened to the Cardinals? They were always good.
Well, that's the thing is once the Pittsburgh Pirates got good, the Cardinals start to stink. Sorry about it.
Scott Rowland left.
Everybody can't be good.
True.
You know what I mean? Mark McGuire stopped playing there, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Pujols left.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
St. Louis, great city though. Remember we went to that brunch
DJ
place.
brunch.
Wheelhouse. Let's go to the fence. Let's go to Luca in Dayton, Ohio. Luca, Dayton, what's going on?
Garza?
Pat and the boys, how you doing?
Keep moving, Luca. Hell yeah.
Hey, I just want to ask you, why are we talking about LeBron retiring when he already came out and stated that he wanted to stay until Bronny got on the court with him?
Well, that was before he said that he was going to maybe retire, wasn't it? I mean, we're just going by the timing of things. Yes, Tone. Preach it, Tone.
With new information comes new fucking thoughts.
Boom. We're live every day, pal. You got to keep up. He said, yeah, I'm thinking about everything, all of it or whatever. It's like, whoa.
What's that?
Because we felt bamboozled as well.
Absolutely.
Because we said, what about his kid? So that's what we're doing, pal. We're sorry. Do you have more information on that? Has he since said that he is back to returning to play as long as Bronny's on the court with him and we have missed it?
He is not, but I just don't understand why he wouldn't stay at the Lakers one more year and then get a signed trade to anywhere he wants to go with Bronny.
We agree, Luca. We're on your side here. Wendy also agrees too, and Wendy's been covering him since high school.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do.
That's what everybody thinks he's going to do, but we did have to talk about him potentially retiring.
We did.
And when we talked about him potentially retiring, we said, is this him saying, hey, motherfuckers, not a lot of time left with me?
Yeah. No.
Let's start to recognize a little bit what's going on.
That's right.
A lot of debating, me or Jordan, me or Jordan, me or Jordan. Since I'm like 18 years old, me or Jordan, me or Jordan. Let's just go ahead and pause that for at least a year and say, the greatness is coming to an end.
Yeah. I think it was a bird call to say, hey, all you organizations, make sure you start getting your gifts ready. So when I do announce my retirement, the farewell tour, you all have proper gifts to give me.
How great will that be? Every single place he's going to get an award.
Oh, yeah.
Deserves it.
And he bows probably.
Cool.
Are you not entertained? He sold
What
out.
kind of award? What kind of award do they give him?
Well, they get like a title belt from the city.
Lifetime achievement.
Maybe a wristwatch from the city. Thanks for the time.
Like when Jeter did it.
Because you got to remember, he sold out all these arenas for like 15 years. Not all of them.
Yeah.
But
Most of them. Damn near.
a large majority of them. So I would assume if those arenas and those people that profited off of it were to say thanks, it would not be considered abnormal. I don't think.
No.
Like Luka sold out this Pacers arena. It's literally my only experience as of late. Not that it hasn't been of the past, but like in the past, the Pacers were pretty good when I was going to games. So I think there was a lot of Pacers fans. But if Kobe came or somebody else came, all of a sudden there's a lot of Kobe fans. There's a lot of Bron fans. The NBA is run by the big stars. They sell out these arenas. So I would assume there will be some sort of celebratory tour as a thank you for selling out our fucking arena. Like 100 times throughout your entire life, which is crazy to think about.
And it won't be anytime soon. I mean, LeBron, like most things, look over here while something's going on over here. LeBron is saying this, I'm going to retire, so we talk about this, and not about the fact he got swept. I mean, that's just how it is.
Well,
I'm disgusted. That's probably how a lot of people feel too.
Yeah,
absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I still think he's the greatest basketball player ever.
Whoa, you do? You and Wendy.
Yeah, remember, so Jordan, it's Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Jordan is the best champion of all time, similar to Brady, but like Rodgers being the best ball thrower, LeBron's the best basketball player.
Interesting. Joker saying,
well
with
what
me.
about me?
True. If he scores 38,000, 40,000 points like LeBron
If Joker
did,
goes for another 20 years.
yes, exactly.
Which is what LeBron has done.
Yeah.
How did he not get distracted at any point?
I have no idea.
Wild.
In the world that we're in, he has like movies out, obviously, and he could do whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted, however he wanted.
Social media.
How has he stayed so committed this long? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's absurd.
Loves ball.
It is.
Changed the game, changed his body. Like he's had to go through the era of early 2000s to the shooting.
Just fucking loves ball, dude.
Just loves
Even
ball.
that famous clip of like a Hall of Famer bust when he's literally coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
The amount of pressure, how you could
Yeah.
you could think you could hate your life with how much pressure is on you. Like not a lot of fun. Now, granted, a lot of money, get your family out, your friends out, awesome. But just the amount of pressure every single day to have to wake up and live up to that.
A lot of temptation.
Lot.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
Well, nowadays a lot more than there was for sure.
Yeah, he knew he was
The
going to
amount of times he's been vilified too, like when he left Cleveland and they were calling him Benedict Arnold, and the dude who owned whatever fathead was selling him for $17.48 and shit like that, and then getting killed for going to Miami. Like no one else.
There's a lot of times where he could have been like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, not just the decision too, like the whole parade of introducing
Not
him,
one,
Boston Wade.
not two,
not three, not
three.
four.
Yeah. Yeah, they were so pumped for it down there.
I watched his Peacock documentary thing, and I didn't realize he got suspended his senior year of high school.
For what, being too good, taking a Hummer?
No, for taking a jersey from somebody. So it was like a $1,200 vintage jersey. I don't know how dramatized that was, but
Interesting. It was a different time back then. Obviously, to find out about LeBron, you had to get like dial-up internet and like figure the whole thing out. He was certainly a phenomenon, but also the rules back then.
Yeah.
What were the rules? Amateurism, what is that? Oh, he can't go to college. He can only go to the NBA. It's like, okay. All right, I guess I'll just go get rich and play at the top level.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he can't get the money. His mom's getting the money. It's like, who cares?
So?
He's going to, you know how much money he's about to get? He's about to sign a shoe deal that's about to happen. So for him to live up to it all, bravo, pal.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Way to go, Bron. His last dance is going to be sweet.
Yeah, and I assume the amount of content that they have got through his career is going to be awesome
Make
to
it
kind
like
of figure out.
the King's reign.
Hey, he's an Ohio fuck, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Akron.
I remember those high school highlights when he was just dunking on A.J. Hawk. Did you play against him?
No, I did not play against him. He's a different division than we were. But Roy Hall, a guy I played with at Ohio State, big old receiver, had some battles with LeBron. I know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you think the old Centerville Elks would have fared against?
I think he would have jumped and dunked over all of us as we were jump stop, pump faking, and running the flex offense.
Hell yeah.
That's a good offense.
How cool would that have been to watch?
Yeah.
Centerville Elks fans would not have been happy about it.
I watched him do it. I watched a few of his games at UD Arena, and he just a couple times he dunked like the whole place almost came down. Like he looked like he does now. Back then, he's playing against high school kids.
And to your point, though, his body he's been able to maintain.
Yeah.
That's the amount of commitment to his body. He's probably doing, we heard Dana White's routine.
That's right.
He's doing that times 2 probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got the cold tub in the morning.
Yep.
Then I got the sauna.
Yep.
Then I got the red lights.
Yep.
The breathing apparatus.
Yeah, the cryo chamber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's every morning Dana's doing that.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Maybe not Fridays because he had
Heck of a routine.
But yeah, he had banana bread pudding this morning.
Look good.
Yeah, but he can do that with how hard he's putting into his body.
True.
You do that every morning? You go cold tub the whole thing? Everybody's cold plunging these days.
No.
Posner's doing it.
Yep.
Rogan's doing it.
Yep.
That would take 3 hours to do the whole thing Dana does.
That's what I'm saying. How do you well, I'm trying to figure it out how everybody gets accomplished every day. Like when you're a professional athlete, like, hey, this is your job to do it. It's like, okay, sounds good. But if you have a life at all or a job at all, I don't know how you're
You
able
got to
to
be Mark Wahlberg. You got to get up at 3 a.m.
Well, the plunge is just like 4 minutes, right?
He sold that
15.
place $54 million.
15?
Yeah, but it's not
Oh, he
just
did.
it's not just the plunge, it's everything else around it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
the,
yeah.
It's the whole
Yeah. The
getting
workout.
to it. Yeah, the workout, getting to it, getting dressed for it, getting through it. Is it clean? Is it cold? Is it on? Boom. Yes, you're in there. Getting out of there miserable. Now I got to close the thing, reset it, turn it. I mean, it's like a full, and then all of a sudden, we got to
There's
go
a
to
sweet one.
the sauna.
You know Tony Robbins? The big old speaker guy?
Why does he clap
There
his
we go.
fucking hands? Why does he do that?
Gigantic. He had this thing. He did a documentary, which was actually disappointing. It was just a 2-hour marketing piece to go to one of his events.
To
But
win football.
They showed at his house. He has a sweetest cold plunge where it's like a hole that's an 8-foot cylinder was buried in the ground. He just like jumps in like a torpedo and pops right back up. It's a cool like cold plunge deal.
Wow.
That'd be sweet.
Wish you
This
think
guy
of getting one of those.
Yeah, people
Billions of
digging into
dollars.
the ground.
Yeah, he's very wealthy. I seen during COVID. I got introduced to this man during COVID because first of all, I think I saw him clap.
Yep.
And that's all. What is mime? Is that what is that? And then I started listening to him speak. I'm like, oh, super motivator. And then I saw a photo from him talking, and it was a Zoom call. And I think every single citizen of some countries were involved. I think it was like 100,000 people on the Zoom call, and he was talking to them through this from his living room. And it was like, oh, this guy is he's the guy.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins is the motivational guy on the internet.
Yes,
For sure.
He was like he's been big for 30 years though.
Oh, so pre-internet, he was big motivational.
Yeah,
He was a star in Shallow Hal, doing motivational speeches in that movie.
Yeah.
Remember Shallow Hal?
Okay, but that was a replica of real life. Like that was what he was doing in real life.
Yes.
Yep. He's playing himself in the movie.
Yes.
See, because I thought internet was the rise of all the motivational superheroes. You're saying Tony Robbins was doing this beforehand.
Yeah, he was like the first one to really make it big doing it.
So how did that work? They sell tickets to events, and then you come.
Yeah, and
listen
then
to
you
them
get
speak.
it's a whole
businesses.
system. Then you can be certified speaker. Like I've seen it with John Maxwell, a guy. I watched him speak, and then he like sets up everywhere, and he gets a cut of everybody. If they come to a seminar, you can come to like a 3-day seminar. You can get qualified to be one of their speakers, and then those people teach other people, and you just sit there and rake in the cash and give speeches.
Mid-90s he started.
Remember
Pyramid
that sounds like a pyramid scheme. Absolutely.
What you just said,
I
that to me in my head, I'm like, that sounds like the building of like a cult pyramid scheme.
But it's not a product. You're not pushing products like most pyramid schemes are pushing some kind of supplement or.
Tony Robbins is making people better.
Remember Yes Man?
Yeah, I
Maybe
remember Yes Man. Yeah.
Yeah, where he learns how to say yes. He's like at that seminar where some motivational speakers.
Yes.
You just gotta say yes. You just gotta say yes.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Whenever that guy was about to jump out, and then he pulls him in.
Great movie.
Saves him.
That is a good movie.
sweet movie.
So this conference has been happening for a long time, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Have we ever been to one? Remember, where was I? I was in a hotel where something was happening.
Disciples of Abraham.
There it is.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
How the fuck did you remember that right there?
Because I was just thinking about it the whole way.
This entire time?
Yes.
Because I tried to get into it.
Yes, you did.
I
And
wanted
it was
to go.
fascinating.
Sounds like a religious thing, though.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to the little show they had. People were waiting in line. I was like in the lobby.
This one was like all women too, I believe.
No, there was a couple dudes in there.
Okay,
I do
was there?
believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was. I think there was a couple dudes in there, if I do recall. But
Okay.
yeah, majority women waiting in line to get into a conference room
In LA.
In LA, in a hotel lobby. I had just got done doing interviews with MLS players through all of their translators that I did not know was going to happen. So we played Bop It instead. Yep. Didn't interview. Played Bop It with the MLS guys instead because it's tough for the translator to deliver the message how. Come on, can we get a little bit of energy? Can we get that? But we take a break from one. We have 2 hours until the next session of translator dealings, and we look down, and in the lobby, there's a line of people trying to get into a conference room.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go. What's going on? over there? So I go down, I meet them. They're kind of filing in. I'm like, sweet. Me and Fox are going to a conference right now. I forget what happened. I think there was assigned seating or something like.
Yeah, it was a huge room, and they were all pumped and excited.
Sounds
I
like
do remember
sounds
that.
like a Koresh situation.
Nah, I think they were getting motivated. There's a lot of energy. We didn't have a seat or so. I forget how we got out of there, but I immediately remembered going in and not wanting to be there. That was probably one of those.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Seemed like it.
That's what I need to do. Is that what Tony Robbins is? That's what Tony Robbins is doing?
I don't know exactly what he's doing now. I mean, he's written a bunch of books.
How many of these happen?
People pay him a ton of
think a
money to
lot.
be like a consultant. Like big billionaires will bring him in a couple times a year to advise on their business, and he gets paid $2 million or something for that.
So like Gary V.
Yeah.
Worldwide, he's doing like speeches and stuff. Is that what he's doing? Conferences? Or
Probably. Definitely conferences.
So he's getting brought in to speak at conferences.
To businesses,
corporations, businesses,
corporations.
And people just like sign up.
Big
for these-
money there.
Do the
Big money.
businesses sign up for the conferences for their employees, or the employees sign up for the
I think
conferences?
the businesses do send the
Businesses
employees.
pay the people.
Yes. What conference? You guys?
Employees,
It's like a retreat, right?
Employees have.
Oh, this is
no
awesome.
choice.
I can't wait to send you guys to a conference.
No, they bring in the person to the building.
Yeah.
No, these conferences,
Works both ways.
It does.
businesses pay for their employees to go to the conferences.
Absolutely.
I heard Vegas has
Boys!
some good ones.
No,
That's what I heard.
That's where the best
Saskatoon.
ones
I think
are.
there's one in Saskatoon.
That would be
I ain't
awesome.
going to fucking Canada.
That's crazy to think about, though, what happens at those things. But
Remember the Magic motivation you went to?
yeah, we did see. That was a conference,
What?
wasn't it, here
Yes,
in Indy?
yeah.
A
John
Magic
Dornbos
one?
was doing one. That was a lot of motherfuckers at that room.
Yeah, huge.
That was the
room.
whole convention center.
Yeah.
How much money? They're paying a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're raking in.
Motivating.
Mm-hmm.
But if you change one person's life, it's worth it.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Dornbos had 5 big screen TVs in that conference room.
Yeah, it was a full production. Zoomed in on his hand.
Yeah, take tricks of the trade.
Was Michael Malone there?
Had to be.
Michael Griffin.
Come on.
For the last time.
Yeah, the coach of the Nuggets wasn't there, but he could have been with the way he gives speeches.
No, the American Escape hero, Michael Malone.
That's Johnson.
Griffin.
Michael Johnson.
Griffin.
Good Lord.
Johnson.
Michael Johnson's a
boys.
great track
Overrunner.
star.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
So fast.
he was
So fast.
Just
Gold
like
shoes.
Just like Michael
Malone.
Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin. Let's go to
Michael Malone
Augie.
also fast.
Let's go to Augie in Colorado strictly because I like the name Augie. Is your name Augustine in Colorado? What's up, pal?
Super bad.
Pat, AJ, boys, how you doing?
Hey, keep it moving, Augie. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Man, y'all gave me this nickname a year ago when y'all were talking to my wife.
Oh,
She
sweet.
told y'all that we had sold everything and moved out to Colorado.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah, for a weed thing, right?
Yeah.
We called him.
Oh, no, just to live life, man.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
brother.
shit, I don't remember. That's on me. I thought I did, and then I
Already
forgot.
put Walton yet?
Oh, yeah, I grow my own weed. I do my own
so,
fishing, do some hunting,
Still got it.
drive primitive roads. I'm just enjoying life, and it's because you inspired me.
No, Augie, you made this
Hey,
decision.
You stop it right there, man. You kept harping on be who you can afford to be. I chose that route. 1 year ago today, I got retired from my job. In the last year, I've seen elk. What? I've seen bighorn sheep.
What?
I've seen herds of deer that number in the thousands.
What?
I've seen pronghorn.
What?
This is the only antelope antelope native to Colorado, man. They're freaking weird looking, but man, they taste good.
Hell yeah. Oh, we hate it too.
I just want to say thanks, man, because you being who you can afford to be inspires others to do the same. And I'm living proof of that, brother.
Well,
but I do have 2 questions.
Okay. Well, fuck off, Augie. I appreciate you so much for that. Very kind. And I'm happy to hear you're living an incredibly good time, it sounds like. Good for you. We appreciate the hell out of you. And how did that antelope taste? Is it like, because there was like an elk here earlier that was tried to be ate. Was it great? Was it great? Wasn't great? What was the antelope like? The American antelope?
It's less gamey than a white-tailed deer.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So like that. A little gamey taste. Yeah.
Less gamey, yeah.
Yeah, a little smoky.
All right,
Make chili out of it, and it'll change your life.
Oh, okay. Chili, jerky as well, normally, right? People, jerky is always the way to kind of take
Change your life.
Well, the chili will. 'Cause
When you guys head over to ESPN, will y'all be able to keep the great 5-hour energy hotline, phone line, and will SeatGeek still provide us the ticker for entertainment?
That baby Augie, we appreciate the questions and thank you for following along. Yeah. So just
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, on all accounts.
Yeah. Now will 5-hour remain the phone line? I believe personally.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an interesting part of the road here where our partners, right, and their partners now. This is a cool thing. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. But I believe like SeatGeek's not going to go anywhere. SeatGeek's been with us since the beginning. SeatGeek will, SeatGeek's
staying.
SeatGeek's like family with us. You know what I mean? 5-hour energy has been for a couple years, but remember there was a year where we didn't have phones.
Correct.
Yep.
So like that there was a new. So I believe it will remain the 5-hour energy phone line. I do believe that. At this exact point, I do believe that'll be taking place. But what if SeatGeek takes the phone line as well? You know?
Exactly.
So there's a lot going on right now in that particular world. It's been fun to kind of sort out, but everything's going like good.
Yeah.
With everybody, which is good news.
And the phones themselves, like they're not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah, they're going to be there.
Phones will be there. Yeah, they're going to be on a delay, I do believe, because
Have to be.
have
For
to
safety,
be.
yeah.
We've learned that on previous live platforms that aren't just ours.
Right.
There's been some wild animals.
Yeah, some loose lips.
Hasn't there? I mean, AJ, there's been some loose cannons that have called into this program. And sometimes I got to go, damn, those people listen to our show. And then I'm like, yeah, those psychos do listen to our show. Some calls that have led to some great moments.
Absolutely.
1 year ago, Owen telling you to go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. 8.5-year-old.
Yeah, from Connecticut.
On the phones.
Sweet.
8.5-year-old. I didn't know you could do that.
I mean, because remember too, when you first answered the call, it was the guy's
Owen.
dad's name.
No, Ben.
Yeah, Ben or something. Yeah, and then he said, "No, this is Owen."
Yeah. So the dad lied to get him on, which leads us to we like that it happened. Good there.
Gotta have a delay.
But this week we also learned about Baby Gronk.
True.
Didn't we? We learned about Baby Gronk this week. That was something that happened this week. AJ, your final thoughts as we head into the weekend on Baby Gronk and how it's going to end?
I mean, I don't know how it's going to end. I haven't seen any footage of him playing. Is he a good player on the field?
Well, JB's breaking down his film.
Yeah, comparing them.
Let's go to Larry in Tennessee on the 5-hour energy phone line. What's going on, Larry?
AJ, boys, how we doing? Keep it moving.
Bingo. Nice. Love it. What's up, Larry?
So, just want to thank y'all for, one, all the entertainment you produce, but also introducing me to Tim Robinson.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. I would like credit for that, I guess. If we are able to spread the good gospel of that, I will take a lot of pride in that.
Yes.
I honestly will. AJ, we saw a video of Joey Burrow hitting a home run at the Cincinnati Reds game, and the Cincinnati Reds are getting real good because they got De La Cruz, this young guy.
Hell yeah.
He's a lefty. He's a dog. He's got celebrations with everybody, handshakes.
Yep.
It's first game. He's going to be an absolute dog for the MLB for a long time. Kirk Herbstreit's all jacked up.
Oh, fired up.
And he was a part of a little give and take with Rosenthal and
C. Trent Rosencrantz.
as well. I mean, it was a real thing, all because Kirk Herbstreit loves the Reds so much, and the other two cover the Reds. So we got two different opinions, okay, Mark? Pretty much is what was said to Kirk Herbstreit.
Yep.
And Kirk Herbstreit said, hey, listen, my fandom of the Reds is from my entire life. Right now, he's at a moment where he's jacked up.
Oh, yeah.
He thinks the future is bright.
Sweet.
Cincinnati has not only the Reds potentially getting good, but we all know the Bengals are Super Bowl contenders. Those two had a crossover when Joe Burrow hit some fucking dingers out at Cincinnati Reds batting practice the other day. And whenever we saw this earlier with Rapoport, I don't think we got to dig in enough. His hair looks so fucking cool, AJ, and he is so athletic. And look how much the entire Reds team loves this dude. He's beloved by everybody, AJ. Home run in Cincinnati with Joey Burrow being the quarterback.
This couldn't be a better situation for Cincy, for Joe. I think the coolest part, and obviously he's hitting dongers all day, is watching the whole team stand there and watch him. Like, that doesn't happen. The whole team doesn't come out and watch when people come take BP.
Yeah, we don't have time for this shit. I like how mad he got on that one. We talked about that earlier.
Pissed.
Like, oh, you fucking, yeah, give me another one, please.
Hit the ball.
Gone. See ya. Out of the park. And it's like a long list of things. We didn't get a chance to see it earlier. Sidney Crosby took BP with the Pittsburgh Pirates at PNC Park in 2010, and he just starts trying to figure it out almost.
Well, this is baseball.
Yup, that's it.
Do you know whose voice that was?
Sean Casey. Out of the stadium.
Oh, wow.
Sidney Crosby hits that ball out of the fucking stadium. Then he says, yeah, I'm done, actually. I'm out of here.
That's it.
Some of these athletes are such freak shows, AJ. Sidney, obviously, one of them. AJ Brown, another one. Now, he got drafted, we learned earlier in a conversation, I did at least, he got drafted to the Padres,
Yes.
I believe. So he was a guy, and whenever you watch him take BP here, the coach is probably like, God damn, yeah, baseball.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
holy fuck.
Okay.
I need this guy.
Everybody's pumped for him.
Oh, that ball was mashed.
AJ, you ever do BP? Did you play baseball growing up, and I assume you hit dingers, yeah?
Yeah, I took BP once with the Brewers.
How'd you do?
I had a couple dongers.
So does everybody hit one that does it?
Anyone that played if you have a baseball background, I mean, I've watched guys that are some of the best athletes in the world and they can't hit slow pitch softball. So it just depends if you've done it or not, I think.
So if you have the technique, probably going to be able to take BP out at some point.
Yeah, some people can, I guess. Some people can't. I don't know.
No, but we see a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean?
No, you only see the people that do. You don't see the people that don't.
Oh, we saw me. I did not.
Yeah, but you made contact 100%.
Yeah, but I don't have the technique of
You
the
also,
form.
yeah, you weren't a baseball.
It feels like if you have the form, you're able to, like AJ Brown's
You did it
forms-
again, you would do it. You would do it. If you hit it again, you would hit homers.
I doubt it, Bub. I doubt it.
I think you would.
I don't think so. That was a really hard thing for me to do because I didn't play. I think timing it all up is certainly an interesting thing. But when you watch some of these guys hit this ball, it reminds us that there's some fucking superhumans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what
You
I
also
mean?
didn't try lefty, by the way.
Yeah, I can't wait to try.
Yeah, if you had 100 balls, all like in BP, I bet you.
Do you know how tired I would be? I hit 50 golf balls upstairs. I'm sweating my ass off.
Yeah.
It is tiring.
I am. Yeah, absolutely.
But you would get one. You would get one on the sweet.
How about Russell Wilson just being an actual guy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was drafted ahead of Judgy.
And anytime you
He
see
was
some,
not.
what's that?
I thought he was.
He's not drafted ahead of Judge. Okay, he's much older than Judge, first of all, and he was.
Is
not
that what it means? He was
ahead of
drafted
Judge.
before Aaron Judge was drafted because he's older than him?
Technically, but Judge was a first-round pick, so Russell Wilson was not.
So, Diggs, why did you say that you have to have some angle?
I thought I could have swore he was.
He's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What pick was Judge?
Like 33. He was in the compensation round, so he,
So fake first rounder.
No.
Still a first rounder.
No.
Did he play in college?
Yes.
Where'd he play?
Where?
Fresno State.
Nice.
So he didn't come right out. Does anybody go right out of high school?
Oh yeah.
Like right to the majors?
The kid who is supposed to get drafted or a lot of people think is going to get drafted number 1 this year is from Franklin, Indiana.
Yeah, I saw him. He just won Gatorade Player of the Year yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Had a little celebration. He'll be able to play in the majors?
Yeah, but it's different. Like I can't remember
Takes a
who
little
maybe
bit,
I was
doesn't
talking about to Pac-Man about this. Like the difference between being like an unbelievable high school player and even like an unbelievable college player to being an unbelievable pro player. Like you don't see guys 19 years old, 20 years old playing in the majors because you just like that level of competition, even going from like single A to double A to triple A, like it ramps up so much. Like you just don't see it very often.
Go ahead, Tone. It feels like you have a stat or something.
No, I was looking it up because I read it before. Judgy must have been redrafted because he was originally drafted by the A's.
Out of high school.
Yeah, much farther down.
Oh,
Yeah.
so at a time, you're saying. There was a time where Russell Wilson was drafted ahead of Aaron Judge. Then Aaron Judge obviously gets drafted in the first round after his time at Fresno. But Russell Wilson's a guy. And anytime we see people that are supposed to be one thing do something else and they do well, we get jacked up. And that's not just NFL quarterbacks. No. That could be comedians. I seen Pete Davidson on a basketball court.
Yeah.
And I lost my shit. This dude's a fucking baller.
Stud.
Look at him. Did you expect this was plus 10,000?
Yep.
Pete Davidson being a dog on the court. I don't know if he dunked that or not.
Close
Didn't
enough.
watch the full
Definitely
video.
watched.
He's got handles and he attacks the fucking rim.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson's a dog, dude.
Looks like magic.
Did he play in high school? It looks like it.
Seems like it. I mean, look at this guy. He's a fucking player.
Yeah, you're from New York. Yeah,
He looks huge. He's jacked.
Well, all right.
I don't know about
You
that.
don't gotta be a jerk.
AJ.
I'm not being a jerk. The guy's very lean. He looks great. I didn't realize how tall and skinny he was.
Yeah, he is a lanky fella, but I think that has played into his benefit through
Looks
a
like
lot
a
of his
basketball
life
player.
here.
Like
Yeah,
he legit
perfect.
looks like a basketball
His
player.
entire body's very lanky.
Yeah, a very lanky individual. He's got
Nice pass.
Yeah, he's got joints in places other people don't. He is a player, this
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's an absolute player. And then you think about other people that we know for one thing, and then they do something else, and it's not the same reaction as we have whenever we see Pete Davidson going on the opposite side with a lefty, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not the same as Joe Burrow hitting a fucking dinger and the boys getting pumped up. It's not the same as Russell Wilson hitting balls out of the park and everybody being excited. But whenever a motivational speaker gets on a basketball court and then he puts up a shot, it gets blocked, and then all of a sudden he decides to hack the shit out of somebody, our immediate response is like, hey, excuse me, Garrett,
Not happening.
we love you. We need you to stop doing that. Somebody's going to take your head off your neck if you continue to. Boom.
That was a shot? That was a shot he took?
Yeah, got
right
blocked.
there.
Somebody got their arm on it.
He
Look
got,
at that.
Oh,
he got
yeah,
mad at the
That's why he's so mad. Blocking me, huh? Block you.
Look at that closing
Chopped
speed.
the hell
though.
out of that guy.
Yeah, he dropped the hell out of that guy.
Got burners.
First time we saw it, my initial thought was like, Gary can't be doing any pickup game I've ever played in. That is an immediate throw to the face of and everybody else potentially getting involved as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Gary is Gary V, and he told us that he knows who and how he can play against who, and he had it all under control. But you watch Pete Davidson play, we think to ourselves, that's awesome. We watch Gary V play, we go, Gary, we want to lose you.
Yeah, someone's gonna get in
Can't
your
do that,
face,
Gary.
Gary.
Can't be doing that. Pete Davidson's a dog on that court, though.
Oh, yeah.
That needs to be recognized.
Lefty
Absolutely.
finish on the right side.
Bro.
Clean.
And then his shot.
athletes.
Yeah,
Smooth.
bucket.
He's not playing with like a bunch of scrubs at like YMCA either. That's an open run at UNLV. You know? I mean, he's got some fucking guys out there.
And there was people seemingly playing actual defense.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some of those clips we see, not really.
No,
A little bit of a gimmick.
So was Gary though. Check out that outlet pass after he gets blocked. That was pretty skillful.
Yeah, that was a tip, throw. How you doing? Keep it moving from a guy in tights.
I didn't realize he
Looks
shoots
so
like
cool.
He shoots like Klay Thompson.
Yeah, well, he's got the perfect form. He's Gary V.
Yeah.
That's why we need him to continue to be able to play on basketball courts.
Is he wearing Jordans?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jordan gave him to
He
him.
signed him and gave him to him.
Yeah, after he played against
Are
Jordan.
we sure this guy didn't foul Gary on the shot?
Game
and he
respect game.
just getting him back here?
There's a chance. You want to call foul, call foul. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true.
If you want to call it, you can call it.
That's a clean block.
Feels like they're
So
wearing
is that,
jerseys,
though.
too. Is this an actual
You
game?
think he undercuts people ever? You think he just goes and undercuts guys like that?
This is a
sometimes?
league. I do wonder if
Yeah,
he fucking low bridges people at all. This is a league.
Yeah,
They're
it
keeping
looks like
score. There's jerseys.
Play shirts and skins.
He's the Fulton Reed of this league.
Yeah. Yeah, bad boy.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here and have a weekend, huh? Right on.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
A lot of phone calls.
Yep.
A lot of stories this week.
Right.
Great guest. Ian Rapoport cut his golf round early for us.
Great
you.
guy.
Thank you, Rap. Obviously, Richard Jefferson's first time on a program. He wore a tank top. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw the end of that. Yeah, I saw him wearing a tank top. Looked good.
He did look good.
Yeah.
What's your
He
problem?
said they were going to call him and tell him he can't wear that on this particular program. I'd like to let him know that we think you can wear that on this program.
Don't
anytime
you
you want.
worry, Rich.
Anytime you want.
Yeah. He said, I'm going to be getting some of those calls too.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't know, Rich.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. We'll see. I don't think they're going to go the same way yours go, though.
No.
I don't know. I'm not listening to yours. I don't know. But I have a funny feeling I know how mine's going to go.
Yeah.
Because I've been a part of mine a couple. I'm excited to get over there. Just having Richard Jefferson on the show makes the show better.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Boom. Why'd that happen? Oh, because our liaison over there says, boom, you want a basketball guy? We got a couple.
The whole week. It's kind of been like, hey, this big story. We need to talk about this with someone in this realm. And, oh, yeah, we can get that.
Hey, you want Wendy?
Yeah.
He's down there?
Was
Boom.
SVP was earlier this week.
Yeah.
Boom. Golf.
Perk.
Boom. Basketball. We don't have anybody. Normally it's just Shams. Hey, Shams, what do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I got a
Bill
rotating
Walton.
cast.
The authority
Boom. Bill Walton.
was the authority
Right.
this week.
Pete Thamel last week.
Last week.
Boom.
Boom. Thamel.
Pow. It's all happening.
Boom. Big trick energy. They coming back?
Boom.
That was awesome.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
Oh, yeah, we're going to hit it now, right?
Huh?
Hit this hook shot. Let's hit the hook shot.
Yeah,
It's
come
our
on.
weekend. What do we say?
Bill, try to defend this.
Deal.
I like the white lace.
Kareem.
Fuck.
All right.
All right.
Take the temperature, fine.
You're gonna,
AJ Hawk. Thank you, AJ.
oh, God, you're going to make it, but that's a tough shot.
Yeah, it's a tough shot.
We could have that soccer player on again. Bill?
Fuck!
No. The lady who kicked a field goal.
Yeah.
Carly Lloyd, yeah.
AJ wouldn't ask her a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that, AJ?
I had multiple questions for her.
No, you kind of
No.
shook her
Didn't
off.
we have one?
That's the first time
We had Hope Solo
I
on, didn't we?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Shook it off. That's all right. She understood.
Yeah, we didn't have Hope Solo on.
We did not. We did try though.
Yeah, that's what he asked.
That's we're good at sport. AJ, how much money are you giving away?
Let's give $500 to 3 people.
Okay.
Let's keep it easy on Bruce. Let's give Bruce a break. He wants to play golf.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Woo! You're getting robbed.
But yeah. What?
I'd say.
Yeah. This one's for the crooner.
Fuck.
Yeah, it is back. It is back, so you can't.
My bad.
Try to steal it, dude. He was so scared.
Oh, my God.
That guy's a fucking great actor.
He's the best.
Find a way to make money off this thing. I got 5 other drivers.
Boom!
Oh.
Bill.
Good throw, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Boom!
Bill.
Good.
Bill.
Bill.
Bill's got 3 more workouts today.
Oh, just stand there with your hands in your pockets, Herbie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Herbie, just film from over there. Get left.
Bill.
Bill, grab that. Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Good pass. Bill with the camera.
Boom! Buckets.
Oh, Bill.
That'd be Bill.
Thank
There
you,
it
Bill.
is.
This one's for Bill.
Yes.
This one's for Bill.
Got it.
I'm done.
No.
No. Come on.
Bill?
Come on. We got a couple more.
Bill?
There's another one right there behind the football. Another one right there.
Next week.
Left side.
Bill, grab one just in case.
Bill, grab the fucking ball, Bill.
Bill, this is going to be a wall.
Grab the ball, Bill.
Let's have a weekend.
Let's have
Let's
a weekend.
go.
This
What do you
one's
say?
it. This
Hey,
is
here
it.
we go.
Hey,
Let's put this one in.
Come on.
Why
This
not?
is it.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
This is it. Fist
Go,
bump,
brother.
AJ. Fist bump.
AJ, fist bump.
Why not?
There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Boom. That was a
You
good
got
one.
some schmutz on your finger.
Bill, that's for you, dude.
For Bill.
What if you were to put a liquid death can on Bill's head and fire that fucking pigskin?
Oh,
Yeah.
do it.
Hey, I got an empty one right here.
Good idea. Come on, Bill.
There it is. Oh, yeah. Good.
Yep.
Oh, swing it.
Pass it around.
Good. Throw it to me.
Oh,
Pump fake.
good luck defending that.
Oh! All right, Herbie. Come
All
put
right,
this
we'll
can
run
on.
more games. We'll run more games tomorrow.
Put this can on.
We'll
Herbie.
do it on Monday. It'll be better. Let's see how many days it goes without me
Let's
making
put the
it.
can on his head. Throw the football.
No, I'm not going to do it. Everybody's busy, okay? Everybody's been getting after it, too. Not a kid we want to piss off right now. He has grown his pecs mightily since joining this place.
He has.
Absolutely.
Little beefcake Jake Herbo around here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Let's enjoy the hell out of these sports. Mm-hmm. Tonight,
Yep.
we like the...
Heat.
I'm on the Heat.
Yeah,
You're on the Heat. You're on the Heat. You're on the Heat.
I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna go Nuggets.
Richard Jefferson was on the Heat.
Yep.
AJ, who are you on?
I'll take the Heat.
Okay, good luck out there to everybody.
Who you on?
Huh?
Who you on?
Nah, well, I got, nah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Public's going. Public's heavy on the Nuggets.
Oh, okay, so now I kind of want to flip again, but I'll stick with the Nuggets.
I'll be on the Nuggets as well. Even though I like the Heat. Would like the Heat to win.
Yes, need the
Kind
Heat.
of need the Heat.
Need the Heat to win.
Come on.
Come on, Heat. Let's win this thing.
White
Heat.
hot Heat.
But I got the Nuggets with that being said.
Yep.
Everybody in the back, thank you for everything this week. AJ, thank you for everything. To all the guests that stopped by and gave us some time, we appreciate it. To all the boys, you have crushed it. To you, have the best weekend of your entire life. We're back on Monday with a big one.
Huge.
Big show. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice this weekend. Goodbye.